Okay, and we should be live. Back to Dark Souls 2.
Kaze.
Now, I did a lot of farming between today and the last time we played, which was a long time, almost a week. So I hope I didn't get too far ahead of you guys, soul memory-wise.
Oh. I haven't played at all, so yeah.
Yeah. I kept forgetting to play, even though I was planning to.
I literally have not had time to, so yeah.
Well, let me take a look at my soul memory. I'll
get the calculator out.
Something. I really hope I'm not too high.
If you're like over 150,000, you probably are.
No, trust me, you're not. What's your soul memory?
247,000.
Okay, what's yours, Tyler?
121,858.
We are just within range using the ring and the small sign.
So the guy that used the small sign?
Small sign and the ring.
Well, the ring is a given.
Well, at least for you to summon us. It'll be easier to summon you for us since the upper range is higher. So we should, well, actually, I don't even know what my soul memory is. I'm assuming it's higher than Tyler's because it was, but I don't know that.
Okay, well, I'm back at Hade's Tower of Flame.
The stream just started, and aside from me, someone else has already liked it. That's interesting.
Well, you can like in advance, so it's possible that it was like last night or something.
Oh, maybe.
I haven't watched this yet, but I like it. This is probably their thinking.
I mean, same.
Yeah.
I did the same thing. It's just because
I haven't watched this yet, but I'm gonna like it. Then the stream starts, and I'm like, welcome, fellow Nazis, to the KKK meeting of how we hate black people.
Well, we're working on a better name.
Made a mistake.
Well, you can always take back likes.
Why do I just have a random level 1?
I'm still pissed off that you can't dislike things on Facebook.
I know.
Like, you know, there does, because, like, you know, maybe, like, if you get 10,000 dislikes or something, your account is permanently banned.
Well, no, because then Cybertrolls can get rid of you.
I know. I'm being facetious. But it sounded funny.
Yeah.
Okay, Kaze, just waiting for your sign to show up.
Well, I just got logged in. Let's see. I'm at 177,000. I am so within range.
I just realized my skin, like my face is the same color as Xandu's skin. It's kind of funny.
We're using Onleth, right?
Yes. Or okay, the up arrow symbol.
Let me get to a bonfire so I can warp over there.
You still not there yet? Okay. Then we'll just kill a few old knights. By the way, I tried. I used the Watch Dragon Parma and the Traveling Merchant's Hat, and I tried farming those ironclad soldiers over by the Soldier's Rest bonfire. 4 runs, at least 4 runs. I got 1 human effigy from them. Though I did get several pieces of their armor.
Well, you know, these guys are also farmable for that, right?
The old knights are not. We discussed that before.
Are you sure?
That's what Fextra Life said.
Why does it matter? You don't need that many humanities anyway. You die much less in this game than the first one.
Effigies. But
the same function.
I just want effigies so that...
Fextra Life lists human effigies as their drop.
Does it list them? Does it list the enemy itself on the page for human effigies? Like on the list of ways to farm them? Because that's where I was looking.
You know, guys, have you ever looked up to see if being part of the Covenant affects drop rates?
Being part of the company of champions?
Yeah. Because it may affect drop rate.
Well, we do know it changes a lot of enemies that they drop stones.
Right.
Okay, my sign's down by the bonfire now.
Yeah, I'm waiting here looking for it. What was I about to say?
I do not remember.
I was about to say something important. Rewind the conversation. What were we talking about before? Oh yeah, I was saying that the reason I want so many human effigies is so that we don't have to, like, wait for me to get summoned by somebody else using a small sign if I die in order to keep playing with you.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna put this up right now because, you know, I like to make guesses. I'm gonna imagine that even with the current number that you have, no matter how small it is, you'll never need to farm them, ever.
I have 18.
Yeah, you won't need to farm anymore. We'll make it the entire game without using those all up. I guarantee you. Because again, you play carefully. I'm the one who needs fucking 150 of them. You don't. Okay?
So really, he's farming them for you.
But you're
Right,
but you're both playing as sorcerers this time around, right? So you're both ranged. You don't have to get too close to the enemy.
Well, even
Solo,
so,
that's a little harder still.
well, actually, how about this? How about this, right? I haven't farmed any human effigies, right? And even with the amount that I die, I still have 12 left.
Hell, you have more than I do.
Right, right,
I have
exactly.
none.
Yeah. You shouldn't worry about putting effort in until you know you need to.
Well, you should really be using a bludgeoning weapon against these guys.
I can't wield any.
None?
Nope.
Do I have any on me? I don't think I do. I think I sold everything I wasn't using.
Strength is a dumb stat for me, and my current strength is only 7. So at most, I could probably just equip like a club or something, but it might even be too high for that.
Yeah, my best would be the ladle. Yeah, you can imagine how good that fight will go.
Yeah, I can't even wield a hatchet. It requires 8 strength.
You know, that might be an actual use for the ladle.
Yeah.
A bludgeoning weapon that low-strength characters can still wield that isn't just their fists.
Yeah, it has no requirements.
I should do. I don't know. I should be a chef at some point. I wish there was like a chef outfit in this game.
God.
That'd be so great.
Okay.
Is the butcher's like hat thing in here the bag?
I do not know. But yeah, the dragon's dead, so we can just rush up here.
Rush up there. Get stabbed by this asshole.
Okay, this guy is really fast.
Oh! Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Fuck you. He survived that. Kill him, please.
There.
Shit.
Okay, there's no enemies left. We can just run straight for the boss room. Hopefully before Tyler's timer runs out.
Yeah.
We still have plenty of time.
So, Kaze, how much of the Final Fantasy VI stream did you see last night?
I'd say about half of it.
Did you see... how much of the floating continent run did you see? Ah, God, really? I really gotta get better at timing my rolls.
Yeah. I'll tell you when I came in was when Kefka was trying to aim the triad at Gestalt. BJ?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm just concentrating.
Okay.
I am up close. I'm the one that's got time his rolls and whatnot.
Yeah, I came in around there, stayed for most of it, missed part of it in the middle because I went to take a shower, but that was after you got to the city after Celeste's heavy moment.
Yeah. You didn't happen to catch my Berserker Workle scene, did you?
I don't think I did. Now I have to go back and see that. What?
Oh, yeah. Well, there we go. We beat him. Got the old Dragon Slayer soul and the old Leo ring.
Thank you for the follow, Pompous Windbag. I appreciate it.
Pompous.
Old Leo Ring, which literally is just the Leo Ring, but it's really, really old, I guess. Strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. The beloved ring of a dragon-slaying knight strengthens thrust weapon counterattacks. After many years of use, the ring's face has worn down, but close inspection reveals an engraved lion. I don't know how many of the original 4 knight rings return in this game. Something tells me this might be the only one. I could be wrong.
So what next?
Oh, next I'm gonna read...
I still need to fight my Dragon Slayer and Dragon, so we can probably work on that if you want.
My sign's down.
Okay, hold on, give me a second. Old Dragon Slayer Soul. Soul of the Old Dragon Slayer. The Old Dragon Slayer is reminiscent of a certain knight that appears in old legends. Use the special soul of the blah blah blah. Yeah, we know. It's Ornstein. So yeah, so then you continue past him. By the way, that guy was completely optional, by the way. Completely optional. Let me find a couple chests with 3 cracked blue eye orbs. And another with a cleric's parma and a tower shield. 2 different shields. Huh, weird. Now this guy here, he will not talk to you if you do not have a token of fidelity. Which I do, because I have helped at least one person beat a boss. Actually, since I only have one, I've only helped one person beat a boss using the big sign. Yeah, token recognizing that the owner has traveled worlds to help others. When in other worlds, it can also be used...
Tyler, slight problem.
Continue, Peach.
Hi, David. When in other worlds, it can also be used to restore the master of the world's HP. I did not know that. You can heal the host with this item.
I guess that's the reason to farm a bunch of them, huh?
Other than the fact that you have to consume them to participate in the PvP arena.
Well, yeah, but if you're not interested in doing that, they have an actual use, which is... Why have we been, like, criminally unknowledgeable about Dark Souls 2?
Because it wasn't until after we played Dark Souls 2 that we were actually interested in reading all the item descriptions.
I suppose.
Anyway, but that is only a secondary effect of the item. Simply carrying these tokens shows the depth of the holder's fidelity. Oh god, really? All this time, we've been doing this streaming stuff together, and only just now is Tyler's microphone making those noises during a stream.
And it went away pretty much immediately.
Let me see, did I actually
I
get a
just
text?
realized you have their helmet.
Let me see if I have, if I got a text message or something.
Because it's really screwing up your mic now.
No, he's just leaning away from it.
Yeah, no, that's all I did. I just leaned away from it, yeah. I'm here. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're going to talk to this guy.
Transient being. You have obtained proof you are worthy of joining our order. You may call yourself one of us, and are free to plant your roots in this garden of the gods. Be proud. I, Targray, do proclaim from this day you are a Knight of the Blue. Rejoice and bask in your new honor.
Abandon your covenant and join the Blue Sentinels? Yes.
You are no longer a mere vagabond. You are now a guardian, a Knight of the Blue. Proud Knight, take this.
Guardian's Seal.
Wear this ring and shine light upon stone. Then you will hear the voices of the Blue Apostles. Listen for their cries of help and repel the malicious invaders. This is the proud work of the Knights of the Blue, the way they elevate themselves to a higher plane. I'll provide what you need. You may visit me at any time.
Alright, and this guy...
Proud Knight,
is the
You may
Covenant
come
leader
to
for
me,
the Blue
Targrave,
Sentinels.
for help.
Learn gesture, dual bow. Okay, this guy sells Morningstar, Halberd, Monastery
Oh, shit.
Charm.
I died.
Yeah. I'll come help you in a little bit. Let's see. Monastery Charm. A blessed charm. Cures poison and restores HP. Many such charms were blessed in reconstructed ancient ceremonies carried out in the Monastery of Lindelt, now known as the New Home of Miracles. It was Thorland before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Though it may lack the power of an original, in circumstances dire enough, an imitation can be quite enough. Holy Water Urn. An urn filled with crystal clear water. Originally intended as a soothing potion, this water scalds the skin of undead and hollows. In the old capital of Mira, an ancient, well-protected spring produces holy water, but the water has been difficult to acquire ever since Mira became embroiled in war. And Boltstone. An altered state of Titanite, used to imbue weapons with lightning, or to provide lightning reduction to shields. Sorcerers at the Melfian Magic Academy once attempted to imbue Titanite with various elements, but are said to have failed. Someone must have succeeded, though. What else would explain this stone? Huh, that's odd. And finally, I can buy some other miracles. Although, goddammit, they're special miracles. I don't have the faith for that.
You'll have it at some point, though.
Emit Force. A miracle derived from force emits a forward-moving shockwave. Throughout history, there have been many examples of imitative miracles. When discerning original from imitator is nigh impossible, which hardly matters. What? That's an odd sentence. Heavenly Thunder. Emits lightning in random directions. Scholars bicker over whether this is the original lightning spear or a derivative. One can never gain full control of the power of the gods, but with a little favor from Lady Luck, the spell will destroy your foes. So it's a random AoE spell.
Hexes are really useful against things that take reduced magic damage. Because that physical damage is nothing to scoff at.
Do they still do physical damage? I thought they just did dark damage now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're probably right. Because the old knights are definitely magic resistant, but my hexes do some good damage to them.
Alright, the Blue Cathedral Bonfire. So, as long as you are a member of the Blue Sentinels, you can examine one of these 3 big statues and participate in a PvP arena, which consumes a token of fidelity. Which is super annoying, since the other Covenant with PvP arenas doesn't consume them. I really don't get the decision behind that, but whatever. It really depends on how you want to go about things. So eventually we're gonna have to try, like, invading one another, and then see if one of us as a Blue Sentinel can invade the invader during the invasion.
That could be fun.
Yeah, because since Dark Souls 2 is unfortunately the least popular of the 4 active Soulsborne games, Blue Sentinels are really, really difficult to actually use.
Even back when the game first came out, they were difficult to use.
Yeah, very difficult. Because instead of just invading somebody who had invaded before, somebody who was guilty, Blue Sentinels can't do that. A Blue Sentinel's job is to automatically get summoned to the world of somebody who is currently being invaded. And by the time you get there, they might already be dead.
Aw, damn it.
The host, that is. And that's the only way to gain ranks in the Covenant, is to kill invaders. So yeah, I'm heading back to the Hades Tower Flame Bonfire now.
Right. Sorry about that, Kaze. Kaze?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry about doing that and like leaving it like because I didn't know that it would actually do that.
But yeah, that's why I was confused. I was waiting for you to start running so I could follow you, but you let it stand up.
Yeah, I didn't know that that was how that worked. I thought you had to let it stand up first. That was my fault.
Nah.
Okay. And yeah, I just proved what I already knew. That killing the old Dragon Slayer does not make all of the Hate Knights active. Only killing the other boss does.
Yep.
Which is why I always killed the old Dragon Slayer first.
I didn't know that before I killed the Dragon Riders.
Anyway, my sign's down.
So's mine.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. Once we're done with this place, something I really gotta do is I gotta go talk to a few NPCs. I need to get... what was her name? The female merchant in the forest. I keep forgetting her name.
Hag something.
Melentia?
Melentia.
Yeah, that's it. I need to talk to her, exhaust all of her dialogue, and that will make her migrate to Majula.
Yeah, you have to exhaust her dialogue and beat the giant, right?
Yeah. And I still haven't done that yet, because I didn't want to, you know, see all of that dialogue without streaming.
Yeah.
The background sounds in this place are really acting up for some reason.
In what way?
Well, the volume of the waves will pick up, and then they'll immediately stop, before slowly starting to build back up again.
Huh.
Why can you see stars in this area? I just find that a little bit odd. I mean, is light pollution?
No, not really. It's because the sun is on the horizon. So it's not lighting up enough of the sky for the stars to be invisible.
No, in real life, it would be. Like... Yeah, it definitely would be lighting up the sky still. In fact, the sky should be orange. Why is it dark blue?
Maybe it's a sunrise.
Well, it still wouldn't be dark. Like, sunrises and sunsets would still have the same colors.
Not really, no. Sunsets tend to be way more orange. Sunrises are typically light blue.
Either way, it's probably more artistic than anything else, but
Yeah.
I don't know where your sign is. It's not showing up.
It's right next to the bonfire.
It's not there. You might have to replace it.
Did you use the small sign? And yeah, and you have your ring on.
Yeah.
Do you still have your ring on, Tyler?
Yeah.
I guess I'll replace it.
Yeah, that's probably all you have to do. That's usually what I do.
Dark Souls. By going upstairs, what?
So, how high can I go before I'm no longer within range of Tyler?
Tyler, what are you at now?
Well, we got a little bit extra because we died there, so we're a little bit. Well, we got a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'm at 140,000.
140. What are you at now, PJ? 270. Damn. You hit the next tier at 300,000.
Okay,
And
so,
that'll put... Yeah.
so I probably shouldn't do any farming between episodes.
Unless Tyler is able to do so, or something, no.
I mean, maybe I could get some in.
It's kind of unfair on our parts that we're able to hurt the enemies while they're getting up.
I actually really like that they did that.
Yeah.
It helps. It helps a lot for characters that have a harder time fighting when they're up. I kind of like the advantage that gives.
Yeah, and the enemies can hurt you in animation, so
Yeah.
I suppose.
you can get knocked out of a backstab by an enemy now, so decently fair.
Also, I want to test something.
Yeah.
If I could shoot my arrow over at the Dragon Rider and actually like have it interact, I want to see if I can do the same thing to the dragon. Can I actually?
Why is this Hayden Knight awake?
Because he's killed the Dragon Rider.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that's the first thing I did. I don't know. I don't think I can actually hit it from here. I could probably do it from further up though.
Are you trying to shoot the dragon instead of helping us with these enemies?
I'm not going to be that much of a help anyway. I mean, you kill him in like 3 hits. It takes me like 9 casts of magic to kill him. So honestly, I'm more of a detriment to you guys right now than a help.
It would really help to at least have a distraction. Okay, this enemy is gonna make me dismiss. Yep.
Okay, I'll come back and grab you.
I'm surprised it went down that fast.
It does. The old knights drain your shade timer very quickly.
Hello, a drop. It was a life gem.
Of course, that's the only thing you can pick up as a phantom.
I know.
Okay, sign's back down. I really, really need to beat the Dragon Rider soon. Because there's a miracle merchant immediately after him, and they most likely sell Lightning Spear, which I need.
They do. Are we going to take the rider out after this?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, well, we also got to get my old Dragon Slayer and Dragon, because I haven't taken them down.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing this for a little while.
Yeah, you guys just let me handle the dragon, okay? And don't go running directly for it when I run up there. Hi, Pokemaster. So, last night, I decided to play just some Dark Souls 1 for a while.
Yeah.
I was doing the Forest Hunter Covenant stuff, because that was like my favorite Covenant in that game. And I kept invading the same guy, because he was just camping in the forest waiting to get invaded. And all he did was lag stab. If he got near you, you'd be lag stabbed into oblivion. He can even lag stab you while you're getting up from a lag stab.
How does that work?
I don't know. I don't know. I really wanted to report him.
I'm surprised that hit us.
Yeah, our heads weren't even above the edge and still hit us.
You had to be further down the stairs than that. Yeah, but now that I've got him distracted, you guys can come up here. He won't do the long fire breath attack until he flies up into the air.
Please don't fuck with your tail, please don't, thank you. Ow.
Got him.
Okay. Top off.
Yeah, but I've had to solo this dragon so many times. Yeah, I've pretty much got fighting it down to a science. How does that dragon appears? I'm not sure what you mean, Pokemaster. Like, how did it...
No.
It's just sleeping on that platform.
No, hold on. He might have only known about the original game where the dragon wasn't there.
Oh, the dragon is new. The dragon was added to Scholar of the First Sin.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I think he's trying to say.
Yeah, and they made it so that it drops to Watch Dragon Palmer so you can get it early. Of course, you have to kill it in order to get to this boss, so most people will. And I guess they also put it there just so that actually reaching this covenant is slightly more difficult.
Well, it's there to. Isn't it more there as like a narrative structure sort of thing? That's the wrong wording, but you know, the Dragon Slayer's here, there's a dragon out front. It kind of makes sense.
I suppose, but why is there a dragon that isn't slain in front of the Dragon Slayer's room?
Because he's the old Dragon Slayer.
Right, he's not a Dragon Slayer anymore.
Well, it could just mean he's a Dragon Slayer who's old. Not that he's a former Dragon Slayer.
That was my joke. I said he has arthritis. He can only slay humans now.
Well, you know, and he can't leave the fog gate, obviously.
You know, dude, I just thought of something awesome.
What?
Okay, you know how Hawkeye Goth has the Silver Knights with the archers?
Yeah.
And like, it's like each of the 4 Knights of Gwyn had their own sect of knights that worked for them. What if... Well, that's my presumption. If they didn't, they should have. But it would have been so cool if in Dark Souls 1, or even in 3 actually, any of the games that has the Path of the Dragon Covenant, if you get to a high rank and you're actually using the Dragon Head and Dragon Torso stones, there should be a chance of you getting invaded by a Dragon Slayer. Like somebody who's actually trying to hunt you.
That would be cool. That would actually be really cool if there was a Dragon Slayer Covenant. Hey Tyler, what's your soul memory at now?
Hold on, I'm checking something.
Okay, so who's summoning next?
I am.
Okay.
168,000.
Okay.
Alright. My sign's down.
That means you've actually jumped into the next tier, Tyler, so we're a little bit safer.
Okay, I'm gonna have you come grab me at the midsection where the 3 guys are.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just because, you know, I'm gonna be heading down there anyway, it would save me some time. Yeah.
Well, it's gonna take us longer to get up there, because I have awake nights.
Okay, then you know, let me just come down then. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that Haid Knight over at the beginning won't really notice us if we don't get too close.
Wait, there's a
I didn't do any damage to this Haid Knight. I backstabbed him and everything, and he's not moving.
glitchy glitch.
Yeah, he's not moving. He's not taking any damage from backstabs.
He's probably already dead. That's usually what happens when they freeze.
Oh no, he's not dead.
Oh, you didn't Omashinryu it or whatever it's called?
What?
Omae wa mo shinde.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey, I got his legs.
They were
That
talking.
sounded dark.
They were talking about that central building in the middle of the area, Pokemaster.
Yeah. Okay, I warp back to the start, and you can grab me.
Alright. Coming down.
I swear to God, they made this old knight right here smarter in Skuldor the First Sin. Because
I imagine they improved most of the enemy's AI.
Yeah, because in the original Dark Souls 2, I remember it was so easy for me to trick it into walking off the ledge.
I'm not sure if you noticed in the middle area, when we had one knight left, it backed up to the door with its shield raised. It was like actually using tactics.
I still want to give major props to the development team that made Skuldor the First Sin, because they did a phenomenal job. They really, really did.
Okay, here we
Knights
go.
up, knights up, knights up. Don't forget him.
I know. I've noticed him already.
Okay. Well, I guess I got your attention. Hey, ugly. Sup? That was a hell of a wind-up.
Where are you going? I didn't even know you could walk on that part.
Oh shit.
Okay, cover me. Alright, I'll distract this guy.
In unrelated video game news, did either of you guys know about how the next Mario Party is going to go back to the old school Mario Party style?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's going to play like Mario Party like 1, 2, and 3, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, how noticeable of a change it would be for someone like me who would clearly understand the moment he played it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't play Mario Party, do you?
I've never played one in my life. Closest thing I've ever played to Mario Party is Sonic Shuffle.
Which is pretty much the same thing. But I was going to say, though, to give you a little bit of context, all right? Mario Party 1 through 8.
My duty is fulfilled.
Yeah, we'll come back and grab you. Mario Parties 1 through 8 play like Sonic Shuffle, with each character spinning a dice and then going through a board and trying to win the most stars by the end. Mario Party 9 and the one after 9, which wasn't 10, it was Mario Party something else. Those games made it so that every character shared, they rode in a vehicle, and everyone rolled together, and they used to combine numbers to travel along. And it was kind of lame because it made it so that there wasn't a minigame at the end of every turn, completely making it less fun to play. And almost all the randomness was gone from the game, which kind of removed the purpose of it being a party game. But the newer one is making it so that everyone's independent now again, and there's minigames at the end of every turn.
Man, did you also hear the shitty thing that Nintendo's doing?
What's that?
They're suing 2 ROM websites for multiple millions of dollars.
Well, which sites would those be? I'm guessing one of them is probably Emu Paradise.
No, it's
okay.
Like We Love ROMs, or We Love Retro, and something else. They're both owned by the same guy, though.
All right.
That's odd.
I mean,
But I wonder why those 2 sites. I wonder if that guy did something in particular that the other sites knew better not to do.
I think it's possibly because right now he's probably the only one still offering Nintendo ROMs, as well as there's allegations that he's running the site for profit. It's not just, casual video game fans that are putting ROMs up so they can play them. He's actually making a lot of money off the website.
Yeah.
and I'm guessing they're not just taking donations to keep the site up.
No, ad revenue is a huge part of it.
Jeez.
All right.
Yeah,
well, then he deserves that kind of then.
But Emu Paradise does still have Nintendo ROMs on it. That's the main place I get mine.
You gotta really search for them now, right?
No, see, Emu Paradise does hide their download links, yeah. So
yeah.
Not really. They're not that hidden.
Okay.
Yeah, well, no.
See, take a run, BJ.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, before. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I was just gonna say that I end up missing ROMs all the time when I go there. I know where it should be located, but it's so small and in the back that I almost always miss it, even though I know exactly where it should be.
Have you ever tried hitting Control F download?
I mean, that helps, yes, but that's not the first thing that comes to mind, Does this dragon have a tail cut?
No, there are no tail cuts outside of Dark Souls 1.
Alright.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I wanted that shield, right?
Yes, the Watch Dragon Farmer is the one I got on my back right now.
Yeah, it's... Because it increases drop rates, that's why I wanted it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's one of the first shields you can get with 100% physical resistance.
It has 100% physical.
Yep.
No.
It doesn't?
No, 90.
Oh, high enough.
Yeah, it's good enough for me. Increases drop rates more. That's all
I think it
need.
might go up with upgrades.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Old Radiant Life Gem. What you got for me, chest? Human effigy 5? Yes. Need to buy more life gems. I'm done in 20
Hold on a sec.
just used a life gem. You could
I'm
have.
gonna crack a few life gems before I go in.
Just
Hey, bro.
remember that I'm a cleric. I'm always gonna have healing spells with me.
Yeah, but that's not gonna stop me from getting, like, you know, critically shot, you know?
Okay, but I'm just saying, if we're not fighting, let me heal you.
Okay. That is the point of being a cleric, so. Die, you fucking dark magic asshole. Pay no mind to the fact that I also use dark magic. I
Okay.
am not an asshole.
I'm a little low on health, so I'm just gonna distract him.
I swear it seems like he has more health.
Well, it's because it's just the two of you attacking and not me.
Oh, okay.
Because he was wearing armor, so he'd be weaker to bludgeoning damage and that stuff.
There we go. Victory achieved!
Vic told me.
The Drangleic shield? Let me check.
Yeah,
Oh,
it has
yeah.
100.
It has 100, yeah.
It's just heavy as shit, ain't it?
It's a kite shield, so I can't imagine it's that heavy. But-
6 pounds.
But the Watch Dragon armor still has, you know, the extra effect.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have
It's
that
just
on.
much more worth it.
Oh, hold on. Something went wrong with my chat. Hold on.
Hey, dude. Can you talk to me?
Okay, well, before we go fight the Dragon Rider, gonna stop by Majula real quick and spend these souls.
It's nothing too serious. It's just that for some reason the size messed up.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? I'm actually gonna take my chat out of my modern setup. I don't
Awesome.
really use it anyway, so yeah.
I now have 20 vitality. Buy your freedom at Majula.
Majula Freedom. Oh no! I just ran right into a knight by mistake. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so what's next then on the agenda?
I'm gonna be summoning next for the next boss.
Okay.
Let me adjust my armor a bit though, because I just raised my vitality a bunch.
It's actually okay if I run out my timer before we get there, just because I do want more stones of silk and smoothness,
Anal beats.
effectively.
Those are some kinky crow lollies.
oh my god. You realize you have to draw that now, right?
They're
It's already
invisibles,
been
too,
drawn.
so-
Really?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there is. Yeah.
just about all of the artwork of the crow children in the series, all of them as furries.
Oh god.
Or you know, or as kimono. You know.
Kimono are furries.
Yes, but ignore me.
It's the light furries.
Right.
That's the best thing I think that's been said in chat yet.
What got said?
Love anal beads. We have a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Alright, just waiting for Kaze sign to show up.
I just put it down. I was teleporting back to the bonfire.
Check me out. I got the heaviest pieces of the Drangleic set equipped, and I can still roll normally.
Mhm.
I'm still under 50%.
What's your, what is it, vitality or endurance?
It's, vitality. My vitality is now 20.
Mine's only 9. No wonder it's so fucked. I'm gonna have to start increasing it soon.
Yeah, I have an equip load of 68.5.
My stats are all kind of low, but that's just because I haven't leveled much yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be leveling like crazy coming up here in a minute, because I've been stockpiling all the souls we've earned this stream so far. Wanna try to kill the knight or no?
Nah.
Don't want his gear.
I can always worry about it later. Ah, come on. I got hit by all 3 of those. I'm so bad at rolling.
These guys are actually exceptionally weak. It's really weird. Like, even if I come up with these guys completely naked, like, and get hit by one of their attacks, it does, like, only, like, a 1/6 of my health. It's crazy.
Yeah, you'd think it'd do more, considering they have weapons the size of sedans.
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. Don't forget that enemies' damage is balanced, so that you can still survive fighting them with your max health a little bit lowered.
Free life gem. That's what I gotta remember to do first, is buy a ton of life gems before I level.
Lift gems.
The funny thing about crows is they crow super loud when it's time for their children to fly. But constantly, for like 4 to 6 whole days.
Do they try to annoy their children out of the nest? Is that what they do?
Hey kids, I heard you like Pokemon. Check out this Pokemon bumper sticker I got. And this shirt that says, "My son is a Pokemon trainer."
Fuck you, let's do it too. That's like early parents stop being a fucking weeb training.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what the parents in South Park did to get their kids out of teen Pokemon. They just pretended to love it, and it made them all hate it.
We do need to kill one knight.
Yeah, I know. Just shoot him. Yeah, that one can't really do much.
Nope. Just barrage him like we have shotguns. Just bang, 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 bang.
Alright, Ring of Binding, which does the same thing that the Cling Ring did in Demon's Souls. It reduces.
And I was gonna say, you first.
I was just gonna say, it reduces the max health reduction from not being human.
Yeah, it makes it so the most your health can reduce is to 75%.
Yep. Okay, I'm going back.
And it was moved.
Yeah, was it moved? From where?
It used to be in the chest at, like, right before the boss of, the old Dragon Slayer.
Oh, really? That close? Well, that's
Yeah,
not so bad.
they just moved it over here for some reason. I guess to make it easier to get. So that, you know, because there's a dragon there now.
Yeah.
But they still didn't want it to be too easy, so they put a Hade Knight in front of it.
You guys want to know, like, a little thing that I learned recently? It's really random, but I learned that like pills for erectile dysfunction actually don't work if you eat a lot of grapefruits when you take them.
What?
Yeah, there's a type of mineral, not mineral, but well, there's something in grapefruits that counteracts those type of pills and makes it so they don't function.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Fruit lobby is trying to deny the erections of the elderly.
Right.
That's a sentence I've said. What the hell is wrong with me now?
Because there's a show that I've been waiting that came out recently by this guy named Bobby Pills. He's a real like over the top, you know, Adult Swim kind of content creator. Oh hey, I didn't know he was there.
Yeah, there's 2 NPC fandoms too, I think. Yeah, Masterless
oh, sorry.
Masterless Glencore, I believe, was here in the original Dark Souls 2. Because I think only the new ones are shades. Yeah, this guy's a full-on White Phantom.
And a badass. Glencore's a pretty damn good summon.
Right. Dragon Rider. One of many.
Made easier by raising the platforms.
Yeah, like this ring that I'm standing in here, and this ring on the far edge, are both rings that we raised by pulling the levers. This ring in the center would be all there was if we didn't pull those levers.
And you can imagine how difficult that kind of battle would be, unless you cheese him, because since his first move tends to always be like a frontal stab, you can just sort of have him stab off the edge.
Well, how it actually works, to be more specific, his stab leaves him in a state where he always turns around to face you, and that turnaround phase actually moves him back approximately 12 pixels, which is just enough to get him off the edge to fall.
Yep, off this corner right here.
Yep, right.
So he'll stab, turn around, and then fall into the ocean.
It's incredibly precise.
Huh. Are we going to try it in New Game Plus?
Might as well.
Oh, we should.
It's really fun to watch. Yeah.
Okay, then we come up the stairs. And if you look back over there, you can see the Hate Knight at the very beginning of the area is walking around now, because that's what killing the Dragon Rider does, is it makes them all start walking around. Bonfire.
So what's next on the agenda then?
Well, first I need to talk to this girl here. Because I need some miracles. Right? Talking now.
Are you from these parts? My name is Lycia. I have come to spread the art of miracles, a practice of which I am a disciple. I can see that you are well suited to comprehend their wondrous power. But the cost of it, that's for your heart to decide.
Lycia of Lindout. I'm going to keep talking to her so that I can make her migrate back to Majula, which is something we have to do. So,
I'd heard awful rumors about this place, and I'm afraid they were all true. The king, gone. The earth, ravaged. The burden on the people weighs heavy. I fear that, by now, they may have scarce room in their hearts for miracles. Why did I come here? Well, do I need any other reason than to spread the gospel of miracles? My preceptor always said this art should be shared with the world. And such is my only wish. Sometimes I fight the urge to pack up and go back home. It is... well, I must do this. And being out here all alone only makes this a more fitting test of my fortitude. I expected this cathedral to be bustling, but there's hardly a soul to be found here. Without any goings-on, I'll have to move soon. To a place I could gull the... sorry, help the gullible by teaching the good word.
Hi noob for hire. Who spoiled what?
No, what's he talking about?
I'm not sure. But the thing about Lycia here is that she kind of gives away already that she's not a very good person in her lines. It's kind of poor writing, really. Where she accidentally says that she's going to trick people and then corrects herself by saying she's going to help people.
Well, I mean, honestly, maybe that's kind of the point. Like it was on purpose to be that way. Who knows?
Yeah, I know that it was on purpose because they wrote it that way, but I'm saying they shouldn't. That's not a fantastic way to handle foreshadowing. Because if she was actually trying to trick people, she wouldn't have slipped up so easily.
Well, unless she's really bad at fooling people, which could be part of her character.
A Ring of Prayer. A ring blessed by the High Priest of Volgan increases faith. The clerics of the great city of Volgan are perennially entrenched in scandalous power struggles, but among them remain a few strong-willed, upstanding noblemen.
Okay.
And look at all these miracles. God damn, it sure took long enough. Heal, medium heal, great heal, excerpt, replenishment, resplendent life, caressing prayer, force, lightning spear, homeward, and guidance.
Perennially means essentially indefinitely. I don't know why they didn't just use it indefinitely.
Okay, I'm gonna buy lightning spear, force. What do the rest of these even do? Let's see, medium heal.
I was just gonna mention the heals, but you already saw them.
Yep. Medium heal. Superior spell to heal. Restores HP. The strength of miracles are influenced by one's faith. Miracles are tales from the gods passed down long ago, but only a small number of the original tomes remain in their entirety, and most that exist are restorations. Great Heal Excerpt. A highly advanced miracle. An excerpt from the Great Heal Tome greatly restores HP. Its effect is the same as Great Heal, but has limited uses, that being 1. Oh, did we ever talk about what attunement does to spell uses?
I don't know if we did. It does make it go up.
Yes, the higher your attunement, the more spell uses you get out of the spells.
Yeah, and it is different for every spell based on certain algorithms.
Yep. See, the erudite, is that correct? Erudite?
Let me take a look. Erudite. I think erudite.
Yeah. The erudite Great Heal Tome requires extensive training to properly interpret, making it accessible to only a select few. Okay. Replenishment. An intermediate miracle gradually restores HP, so temporary regen. This miracle is used by the resolute Lindelt cleric knights when fighting on the front lines. There is a story passed down through generations claiming this band of knights once felled a poisonous dragon which menaced an entire nation. Okay, bye Pokemaster. Is it talking about that poisonous dragon?
I believe it is.
So, wait a minute, does that mean that the city you fight him in is Lindelt?
No.
Oh no, it just means he moved there, right? Or that's the entire nation it's mentioning, right?
Well, no, because the knights, like... let's see this.
Well,
because the weird thing about that is... Okay, you know what it actually might be? Before the events that happened with that dragon happened, it was asleep. Because it had, you know, like a spear or something in its chest. It must have been the Lindelt Knights that did that.
Maybe. Anyway, Resplendent Life, a great miracle used by highly ranked clerics. Slowly restores a large amount of HP. So, what, is it just a better regen? I don't know. Cleric Forsal of Lindelt was a master of miracles who fought battles across the lands. His allies called him a holy knight, but his enemies feared him for his, quote, demonic powers. Forsal of Lindelt, huh? Caressing Prayer, an elementary miracle for clerics. Purifies the body, removing all poison. Affects both the caster and nearby allies. This spell was recently developed and may not be an authentic miracle. Wasn't there? No, there was a sorcery cone remedy in Dark Souls 1 that could remove poison. So yeah, this is new. See, Force. An elementary miracle releases a shockwave that staggers foes. Pushes nearby foes back but leaves them unhurt. Does not directly cause damage, but can be highly effective with a little ingenuity. Lightning Spear, a miracle that launches a spear of lightning, said to be the legacy of an ancient clan whose leader was revered as the god of sun. So, the Sunlight Covenant?
I imagine it would be.
The name of the clan has been lost to time, but But the gross incandescence of our magnificent father shall never wane.
Boy, I wonder who they're talking about.
I never read that. Wow, that's hilarious. Homeward. A miracle that returns its caster to the last bonfire rested at. Traditionally, its destination was the caster's homeland. The curse slowly erodes one's memory, until even one's birthplace is reduced to a figment of a clouded past. But the bonfires are constant, a beacon for the tragically afflicted. Guidance. A miracle created to help those who have lost their way, reveals more messages from other worlds. Countless worlds loosely overlap, and at the seams of contact, kindred souls who have lost their way call out to one another with fleeting messages of hope. And that's that. She also sells cleric sacred chimes in case you want more of them. Or in case you weren't able to find that one in Majula.
May the power of miracles be with you. Offer your souls to the gods.
Yeah, so finally, I have an offensive miracle. A couple if you include force. Insufficient wait, seriously? Lightning Spear requires 22 faith?
God damn.
That's almost the same as Dark Souls 1 though, isn't it? I think Lightning Spear in the first game took, what, 20?
Yeah, I guess so. Alright.
Just for as early as it's available, that's pretty high.
But
yeah.
I already have 20 faith. I thought that would be high enough.
It's only 2 more you need. You have the souls to get it, don't you?
I might not. I'm a really high level. Right now it takes 8,397 souls to level.
What fucking level are you?
75.
Oh my god.
But my stats aren't even that high. I have 20 vitality, 20 strength, 20 adaptability. Oh, I only have 15 faith.
Oh.
That's a problem.
13 attunement and everything else is 10. Alright. I guess I'm gonna have to wait.
Damn.
So, do you guys still need help with the Dragon Riders?
Nope. Mine's already dead.
And you, Tyler?
Mine's dead too.
Okay.
Mine's dead too.
Then let me go talk to Melentia. Get her to move.
Where's our next zone?
We're going to be continuing past where Alicia was.
Okay.
To No Man's Wharf. And we had to do that little section solo. So, you know. Anyway.
You again?
Talking to Melentia now.
My name is Melentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get strangers these days. Everybody's gonna run off. Drang Lake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea.
Tyler, can you mute your mic?
Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my love.
Oh, in that last line, she repeats over and over again now. But Once you've exhausted all of her dialogue and the lost giant is dead, then she'll move to Majula. Lycia is also there once you exhaust all of her dialogue.
The quote-unquote prize that you get for moving the merchant to Majula is pretty good, too.
Well, it updates her inventory.
Oh, you again?
Right. Which is a good thing, because it gives, like, some items infinite purchasability, which it didn't have before. Specifically life gems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life gems are now infinitely purchasable. And she still sells all the same stuff she sold before in case you didn't get them, which I did, so you know. So I still have 38 life gems.
Oh, that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I got invaded by Dark Spirit anime waifu.
Yes?
So this is gonna be fun.
I'm sorry, what was the strange part of that story?
Anime
Good name.
waifu.
Yes?
It's funny.
Oh god, they're in the Xanthus set, and they have a pyromancy flame.
Lonely times.
Sounds like they should have just called themselves Jeremiah.
It could be that their design shifted over time.
Okay, so if I'm gonna need 7 more faith in order to cast Lightning Spear, I'm gonna need a lot more levels.
Seems less.
This is gonna take a while. Hey, alright. Then let's head back to Tower of Flame. Yeah, by the way, the Blue Cathedral is its own section on the bonfire selection screen. It's not part of Hades Tower of Flame, even though its boss is technically a Hades Tower of Flame boss. I don't know.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Monastery Charm. Right, and there's more of these old knights down here. I'm not entirely sure what this place is supposed to be. I think it's like sewers or something. It's slightly flooded, so maybe? Maybe not.
I mean, I'm not really sure how the water even got there. I guess it leaked in from the top, I suppose.
Well, this place is like right in the middle of the sea.
Right, yeah.
Old Knight Halberd.
I mean, it kind of makes sense where, like, why it leads to where it does.
Old Knight Halberd, an undated halberd wielded by a warrior from a time so ancient that there exists no record of his endeavors. Has extremely low durability. Sometimes, just as a thing falls to pieces, it unleashes its last flash of great power. And that's a hint to another mechanic that rarely really gets seen in this game. Since weapons break so fast, there's a mechanic that the last hit that it makes before it breaks does more damage. But then, you know, you gotta go pay for it to get repaired, so most people don't even see it happen because they try to prevent that. Right, and here we have another one of the Cyan? Cyan?
Cyan.
Just
Whichever's.
yeah, but this one's a dick. He's not like the one in the forest. It's really tough. Oh, and I one-shot him. Okay. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
That's pretty fantastic.
Sublime bone dust. There we go.
So that's the only real downfall to being sort of ahead in levels a little bit is AI can't happen where you reach a point where you're strong enough to overcome things that should be more challenges.
I only have 20 strength and was one-handing an unupgraded mace.
Yeah, but it should take more hits than that to kill something, shouldn't it?
Perhaps. I don't know why I was able to kill it so easily. The only other thing I have on me is the Ring of Blades. Okay, now this section down here introduces a new form of dickery that wasn't in the original Dark Souls 2. You gotta be real observant with this water. Thought I heard it. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so there were a bunch of hollows hiding under the shallow water, and they blend in pretty damn well, actually. Oh, there's a basilisk. Oh, don't lock onto him. I'm not even up there. Okay. This statue, I believe, was also added in Scholar of the First Sin to this spot. So if we want to get up there, we're gonna need to use a fragrant branch, and I'd rather not.
It might be worth it.
What's up there?
A shard.
But there's also an Estus Flask shard and things betwixt.
Yeah.
How many fragrant branches do I have on me now? Still just the one. I'd rather save it before the statue in the Lost Bastille.
So, did they put all of the, or at least most of the shards behind statues?
Not really, there's just a couple.
Okay, and that's the end of that little segment. It's not that bad. Unseen path to Hade. Yeah, so we walked through a big hole in the wall and entered a tunnel that led into this place. So yeah, this tunnel was actually used by pirates in order to infiltrate Hade's Tower of Flame. I'm not sure what they did there. Still not 100% on the lore, but yeah. This place can be summoned in, right here next to the bonfire. So, have you guys gotten here already?
Yeah, I'm dicking around in the wharf. Let me light a few torches real quick, and then I'll run back.
Yeah, I'm in the wharf too, so I'll run back as well.
You guys still got the ring on?
I will once I get there.
I have it on. I'll put my sign down for you. We still have to use small signs, right?
You might not have to. Though it still does have the benefit of giving stones, so...
Oh, by the way, I went back and traded my stones. I got a white ring. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's the other thing I had to do, is I had to trade in all of my stones real soon.
Not that I'm ever actually gonna, wear the white ring, but...
Might come in useful one day.
tower shield. Ah, that doesn't say anything special. No lore in that one. How about this? Old ironclad helm.
I'm on my way back down, by the way.
Wait, did I read this already?
I believe so.
No, never mind. No, Tyler. You would never make characters like Raspberry Boy or Frosty Cheerio in a D&D setting.
Well, that sounds like a challenge.
Oh no. That's all we need. The adventuring party of Ilar, Vigton, and Raspberry Boy.
Wait, why would Vigton be there?
How about I make mansplainer? Shit. What would be a good last name for that? I can't think of a last name. Fuck. No, I'll make it. If you want me to make a silly character, I'll do it. I'll make a silly character in D&D.
I do not want you to make one.
Well, I will.
I'm just saying that the character creation system in these games tends to be what inspires you to make weird characters.
Well, because it's awesome to work with. There's a lot of potential for it. But if you're trying to make a weird character in D&D, though, it's actually a lot easier, since you can do literally anything personality-wise you want outside of what the DM says. So, yeah. I mean, if I want to be something crazy, I don't know. Like,
hey Tyler, what's your soul memory at?
196,000 now.
96. What's yours, PJ?
319,000.
Let's see.
I was able to be big sign summoned, so
yeah, you're in range of big sign summon by like just inside of the range. So
okay.
So you're gonna be summoned as a shade then?
Need them small stones.
Okay.
I really don't need any more right now at the moment, so we're good.
Oh, let me light the torch.
Oh, yeah.
I only got a couple stones. I want to build up a collection of them.
Only one of us needs to light a torch.
I don't really need to use my shield right now anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that just comes down to my playstyle. It's sort of like how I play Zelda. Like, I don't use shields in Zelda either.
Anyway, welcome to No Man's Wharf. Basically, it's a big underwater pirates hideout.
Did I ever explain to you guys why I don't use shields in Zelda games?
No.
I don't use them in Zelda games because I hate the mechanic the game has where locking on... Now, this doesn't work for Breath of the Wild, obviously, since they changed that. But in Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, when you locked onto enemies, it would automatically block with the shield, and you couldn't turn that off. And I hated it. It made the game too ridiculously easy. So in those two Zelda games specifically, I refused to use shields. So instead, I just go to the fire dungeon or whatever and have them burn away my wooden shield and never equip another one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it makes the game, like, actually reasonable.
Okay, now.
Like,
oh god. Hello, asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, like I was trying to say, normally in this spot right here where I'm standing, there'd be a shade where you can summon somebody. But you don't really want to, maybe? Because he'll attack pretty much every enemy, and there's one enemy here that you might want to leave alive.
oh yeah, that one. That's the one I want to keep alive. Okay.
I'm still not sure.
What? Still not sure of what?
What enemy you're talking about?
This one. With the torch.
Oh.
He's a
Get a torch friend.
He's a friendly guy. He'll follow you around and light torches for you. Or
He will?
Or actually,
Yeah.
no. I don't think he lights torches. I think he just follows you and carries a torch.
Oh. That's nice of him.
But a lot of people kill him so fast they don't realize.
Yeah, but you still have to light the torches yourself. So I'll do that once one of your guys' shade timers runs out. So I'll start lighting all of the torches again.
Wait a second. Does this game not have any version of the crystal lizards?
No, it does. There's one in the Forest of Fallen Giants, right above the bonfire.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and here we meet a character that used to stand next to the bonfire, and I always get freaked out when she's not there. So, let me talk to her, because they moved her in Scholar the First Sin. Okay, talking to her now.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatil. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drang Lake brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an odd one indeed. Well,
Okay, that's all she has to say. Exhausting her dialogue here will make it so that you can summon her for some bosses. Also, hidden item behind the bookcase. 3 human effigies. Okay, so your shade timer looks like it's about to run out, so let's go back. Yeah, so that was Lucatil of Mira. She tends to be a lot of people's favorite character in this game. Yep. Are you saying things? Because I think you're muted.
Huh. How did you know I was saying things?
That's a good guess.
Instinct.
Yeah, that... Good. Like, I literally said something, and you're like, are you saying things? You're muted. Fuck. Okay? Like, yeah, I was saying, like, not only is she one of, like, you know, people's favorite characters, she's so much of people's favorite characters that a soul song was written about her.
A soul song?
Yeah, you remember for a while Vanti was doing, like, soul songs, commissioning different artists to do, like, songs, or finding artists that had already done the song and making videos for them.
Yeah?
Yeah, there was one called Remember My Name, which recounts Lucatil's story.
Oh.
It is fucking good.
You know, maybe my next D&D character will be a traveling chef. That would be fun. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna build it to be like Toriko. I'm gonna build like a Toriko character. Oh, that'll be fun.
Who's Toriko?
Toriko is a character from the show, Toriko. Basically, he's Jotaro Kujo. If Jotaro Kujo punched stuff really hard and cooked it afterwards. Because he's like the world's greatest chef, but he also beats up shit and like cooks the biggest monster dishes.
Salmon?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the show is terrible. The manga is much better, but
So what he actually is a hand-to-hand hunter who
yes.
can cook.
Yeah, his technique is he has the great knife and fork. His hand, he like makes it like a fork and like he rips into things and cuts them apart with his bare hands.
Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's awesome. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so a little bit of information about this place's geography. Our ultimate goal is to get to that pier over there. That pier that we could easily just pull ourselves up onto. Or walk over this pile of garbage. Yeah, our goal is to get over there. But we have to take the longest possible route to it.
Our friend's back.
Yes, hi
Hello.
friend.
Can you, without making a monk in D&D, is it possible to do like a hand-to-hand character, like effectively?
Probably.
Are there any fisticuff weapons in D&D?
None that I know of.
Which makes no sense. Like, brass knuckles are about as basic as it gets. You literally just need to put something hard over your hand and hit stuff with it. You can make them out of China if you're really inclined. They're just not super durable. Oh!
You know, maybe I'll do a thing where, like, I make him part druid, so that he can take animal forms, so he can eat raw meat to taste them earlier.
Yeah, so these guys with the horned helmets are the pirates. More like Vikings, but they're called Varangian sailors.
Well, I mean, Vikings were pirates.
Yeah.
Use Pharos' Luckstone? Yes. And take a look up above. Yep, so this whole place just got lit.
So lit, fam.
I can't get a good look at the torch that I lit. Yeah, that big chandelier up there. Well, more like a giant lantern hanging from the ceiling, but yeah. Varangian armor. One of the best weapons in this game is the Varangian sword. And I always spend so long trying to farm these guys for the drop. Brigand set. Which is what the bandit class starts with. Hey, you guys aren't killing all the enemies without me, are you?
Just Varangians.
You know, maybe you want to heal?
I would, but there's a Varangian. I was trying to deal with that.
I was stuck behind Torch Friend.
Hey,
Your
Tyler,
heals.
get over here. Do you not see me casting heal?
Your heals are so good.
There we go.
No, I actually didn't see you casting heal. I was looking right at you and didn't see it. It's one of those things where, like, I wasn't really paying attention.
Torch Friend is causing some issues. Do you hear it?
The issue is he doesn't know who to follow.
Okay, so this door over here is a shortcut that we can unlock. But it has to be opened from the other side. Okay, and from here, we can do this. Hey, where'd you go? Kaze, up here.
I know. I'm coming.
Because he's
Taking
just
the long
walking
way
around.
around.
Yeah. Hello. What the hell is he doing?
I don't know. I think he got lost. I think
Nice.
I think he was hovering slightly over a place that he wasn't programmed to walk along, and didn't think he was anywhere. Okay. Not totally sure what the point of this room is. You can come
Isn't
up here.
this where what's his name comes? the dwarf?
Oh, no.
Oh, I thought he came up to here.
Hurrah for Pointless.
Yeah, pretty much. There's Lucatio's room. Okay, let me relight my torch. Because we're gonna need this torch for the next part.
Come back
hello.
and get me.
Oh.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know he was there.
Yeah, this guy hides in that little nook right up here on the wall.
Okay. Little
Alright.
nook and
We'll-
cranny.
We'll come back and get you in a second, Kaze. As soon as I light some of these torches.
So for some reason, can you only use the sublime bone dust in Majula?
Yeah, you can only use it at the far fire.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so this place is really, really dark. So that's one of the reasons you want to light all the torches. But there's another reason for it, which we're about to encounter in just a little bit. Once I get back and get Kaze. Whose sign is not here already.
It should be. I have it down. I'll replace it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this place takes a long, long time to get through, but the ultimate reward for doing so is pretty worth it. Even though this whole place is optional. Freaking archers.
I mean, that's kind of sad how optional this place actually is.
There's a significant amount of Dark Souls 2 that's optional.
Right.
I mean-
Large percentage.
I mean, yeah, here's the thing about this game. There's this place called the Shrine of Winter that's guarded by one petrified... God, fucking archers. It's guarded by one petrified statue, and you can buy a fragrant branch of yore from Malentia, like, right away. You can undo that statue and get to the Shrine of Winter. Now, the shrine is locked, and you can open it by either killing the four, quote, lords, the four big bosses that you have to go through all of these places in order to kill, or by having a soul memory of 1 million. So, if you wanted to, you could just buy the fragrant branch and help a bunch of people using the white soapstones until you have a soul memory of 1 million, and go straight through the Shrine of Winter without killing any bosses.
There's one boss in particular that you have to you only have to beat about 4 times to get that much soul memory, and that's what people do. It's a little bit fast. It's faster than doing that, obviously. But
Well, yeah, but if you wanted to do
crazy.
if you wanted to do like a challenge where you kill the least number of bosses possible, then that'd be the way to do it.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so the reason that I used that Pharaoh's Lockstone to light this big ol' area up is because of these monsters over here. They're afraid of the light. They won't fight you if they're in the light. Let me go kill this archer.
Watch out, watch out.
Such a dick.
Should we start just throwing death at these things, or...
Oh yeah, go for it.
Look at this! Fucking, like... This guy's like, oh no, the light. Let me walk directly towards the 14-foot tall torch.
Oh hey, a free emit force. So now I don't have to buy it.
These things hit disproportionately hard for this part of the game.
Yeah,
They
they're
are very
really, really tough. Which is why you need to either use a Pharaoh's Lockstone to light the place up, or carry a torch, and that'll make them back up.
And of course, most people playing for the first time don't know about the
Oh,
first lock.
be careful, be careful. Roll away, roll away. Yeah, because the guys in here are not friendly. They break down the wall, and they're not afraid of the light.
They aren't?
No, they're not. These ones in here are mean.
Why the hell did I... That was weird.
See, they're in more darkness, so they're more resistant to the light, because that's how that works.
Oh yeah. And, their basic attacks cause lots and lots of bleeding.
Yeah, they're not fun. They are not fun.
Well, since they're mostly elbow, that makes sense, right? No, it doesn't.
Tattered cloth hood and tattered cloth robe?
Oh, there's one in here. Oh, hello. Ah!
Oh, there is? Oh, there's one up here, okay.
Didn't see you.
It was just kind of staring at me. It wasn't attacking.
Tattered cloth manchettes. What? Each one drops a piece of the tattered cloth set.
Interesting. What's the tattered cloth?
That's the starting gear for the pyromancer.
Oh, so they're pyromancers?
Inverse pyromancers. They have shunned the light and the fire and the flame.
Do you think maybe that somehow they're what happens if a pyromancer somehow loses their flame?
I don't know.
Greatsword. I want to show off this weapon real quick. Now, you remember the Greatsword from Dark Souls 1, being the weapon that Black Iron Tarkus used. And you remember it wasn't that big at the time. Alright, good night, David. Well, take a look at what they did to it in Dark Souls 2. This thing is massive. If
you had any doubts that Berserk had an effect on Dark Souls.
But the thing is, Guts' sword isn't even that big. Guts' sword is the same length he is. And Guts is, what, 6'6"? Yeah. So...
His sword is way bigger.
Is it? I mean, okay.
Well...
Yeah, Michael Cthulhu did a 1-to-1 scale build based on, like, the best we could get. And his sword's like 8.5 feet long. It's massive.
Well, the thing is, as long as I'm double-handing the sword, I can wield it just fine.
Well, the thing is, I'm sorry, I just have to say this. Does it just come down to artistic interpretation then? Because when he has it back sheathed, it doesn't hit the ground.
Yeah, if you ever see it on his shoulder, it's way bigger.
Okay, alright.
Oh,
right.
Nizaris? I don't know how to pronounce your name. He says that those creatures are undead magicians, hunted down by King Vendrick. The Varangians are mercenaries doing that job, and they too became undead. So they were hunting. So they were hunting pyromancers, which makes sense, because the reward for completing this area is a pyromancy flame, which is the only way to get it if you don't start as a pyromancer.
Shit, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, I guess, so this entire village was like, what, a pyromancy village? I mean, that makes sense.
That confuses me a bit, because I could be completely wrong. I thought Vendrick was also hunting the Varangians because, like, first time we've seen a poison trap.
Yeah, they're easy to dodge, though. 2 silver talismans.
What do those do in this game?
Let me see. Silver talisman. A tiny charm embedded with imitative magic, used to transform into something to blend in. They're one-time chameleon spells.
Now I remember why I loved those things.
Use this talisman to hide from invaders. Only provides the most superficial camouflage, but sometimes it's enough to do the trick. Also, Sublime Bone Dust. Charred ashen bones. Cast them into the far fire in Majula to increase the HP restore with each use of your flask. They say these are the remains of a saint who cast himself into the bonfire, but we will never know for sure, for certain ashes tell no story. Yeah. He says the Varangian's job is to bring the undead to the Lost Bastille, which was a prison for the undead.
Yeah.
That much I'm pretty sure I knew. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just gonna be using the greatsword from now on, okay, guys? Okay.
Okay, Guts.
By the way, this is unrelated, but I thought you were pretty tall, PJ. I had one of my family's friends is this.
I'm stuck.
This, what?
Oh, they're dead. Never mind.
Okay. Is this guy named Blaze? I only ever seen him in pictures until like just recently, but I met him in person. The dude's like 7'4".
Christ.
He's so tall, like he hits our ceiling. That's how tall he is.
Christ.
Yeah.
Hold on, Kaze. Are you done talking about your friend or family member?
Oh, I was just saying, feel lucky you're not that tall.
Okay, well, I want to talk about this lever real quick. This lever rings that bell above it, and it summons that pirate ship. It makes a bunch of soul-like lights appear on it and makes it come into the docks. But you do not have to pull this lever. If you're a really good shot, you can shoot the bell from the ground and make the ship move. And you don't have to come up here, if you know how to skip to the other side of that pier. Yeah, but I'm gonna just pull the lever. That rings the bell. Then the ghost ship lights up. I have no idea why the ship was just slightly away from the pier. I guess it must have drifted after they all became hollow. Two life gems and a homeward bone. Okay, so we're going in here, and there's a bunch more of those mean ones that aren't afraid of the light down here. 10 fire arrows.
I know I'm going to bring up a lot of unrelated things tonight, but they just keep kind of showing up. I found a good game option that we can do if we ever need a filler game for something. Have you ever played Hook on the Super Nintendo?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I assume you're aware of how short that game is.
I was never able to beat it as a kid. I never got past the second level.
Oh, hello.
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot they added them.
Well, I don't think they're added actually. I think they've always been here.
I don't... Have they? Maybe.
Yeah, these guys, I think they're called Shadow Stalkers. They're assassins. And you can get those hooked gauntlets that they're wearing as weapons. Anyway, this piddly little drop right here is the reason you can't just go up there yourself. Just kind of lame. Here's another one. Oh, jeez. Man, you're fast.
Yeah, I think those ones are added. The ones from later were always there, but I think those are new.
I know about Corellian already. This isn't a blind let's play.
Oh, and another game I played recently was this... oh, go ahead.
Be careful with these pots. They're full of poison. If you break them when you're too close, you get poisoned, like, instantly.
Thanks.
Why were you too close to it?
I was looking inside the pot.
Yeah, but if you have a spear, then you can break them pretty easily without getting poisoned. So, Kaze, if you'll do the honors.
I got poisoned.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful. 7 throwing knives and a flame butterfly. And there's also a chest here.
Hello, XNBX Reaper. Hello.
Fragrant branch of yore. Awesome. So you guys don't have anything that cures poison yet, huh?
No, but it wears off really quick.
What about
It does,
monastery
it's
charms?
Who knows?
Oh, anyway,
Okay.
there's a secret wall here.
Yep.
And there's a crystal lizard inside, so we gotta be quick. Oh, okay, that was easy. Man, this thing is strong. It's a lot faster than I thought it would be, too. 2 Titanite shards and a large shard. Fading soul. Large soul of a nameless soldier. 3 life gems. Don't give up, skeleton. Nice job, skeleton. Soul of a nameless soldier. And this chest. Royal Soldier's Ring. Oh, yeah, what does that do? Isn't that, like, really good?
Ring of the Royals.
Royal Soldier's Ring. Increases maximum equip load. A ring bearing a soldier's seal increases the load that can be carried. These rings were granted to warriors who distinguished themselves in the service of King Vendrick. The king favored simple warriors who staked their every battle on strength alone. What the... hello? That corpse just fell on top of me as soon as I walked outside.
Same here, actually. I've watched it fall on me, fall on Tyler, and then it fell on you again. What the fuck is up with that body?
What the hell? How did the skeleton get trapped in there? It was probably just like a Varangian soldier who got left inside when they sealed the wall up. Also, this is a secret door as well that I only just recently discovered. Three biobombs. And this chest. Large Titanite shard. And these are nothing.
They're just, yeah. You know, my build myself won't allow me to wield any ultra great swords, but you know, I'll try to do something funny if I can.
Yeah, but the thing about these great swords is that since they don't actually have that high of a strength requirement, it's pretty easy to power stance 2 of them. And that's what a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's one of those broken meta builds.
Okay, now meet another very popular NPC.
Don't talk to him. Don't talk to him yet. I just want to say, so far we have beaten 4 bosses. Continue.
Oh, were you answering a question in the chat?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. This is Govlon. And I used a clip of him in one of my past videos. I can't remember which one. But Govlon here is the mascot of a Dark Souls 2 Reddit, where people talk about what items they want to trade or give away. So now we're gonna talk to him.
Who are you? I, Govlon. Govlon wheel, Govlon deal. Govlon wants soul. Many, many soul. What you want? With Govlon, you wheel, you deal.
This guy is just so bizarre. He's a dwarf with an endless tankard who talks kind of like a caveman and keeps making the same pun over and over. Govlon wheel, Govlon deal. And he has nothing to say. Nothing, he doesn't talk about himself at all. He just keeps talking about how he wants to wheel and deal. But he is the only character in the game that you can sell things to. So all that junk that you're never going to use, trade them in for souls. Unfortunately, Govlon is one of those kind of elusive characters. As soon as you beat the boss, he will disappear from this position, which is kind of annoying. Although I'm really glad they moved him to this spot in Scholar of the First Sin, because in the original Dark Souls 2, he was in the room where we got the greatsword, and you had to fight your way past those things every time you wanted to sell things to him.
Okay.
Yeah, he also sells stuff. Let's see. Ring of Giants increases poise. The beloved ring of the gallant, shieldless Lothian, formerly of Forosa. Lothian was born a peasant and died a general. His determination and diligence were unmatched, especially on the battlefield, where he earned his name by choosing to fight without a shield. Where have I heard that lore before? Have I read that bit of lore recently? Have we read about shieldless Lothian yet in this playthrough?
Yes, we have.
Oh.
I forget what item, but we have. Oh, actually... the stone ring.
The stone ring. Okay. So the stone ring and the ring of giants. Okay. He also sells poison arrows, poison moss, poison throwing knives, and rotten pine resin. So lots of poison stuff. I am going to buy a few of these poison mosses.
Many deal, many thanks.
No, it's weird. Gavlan is the only person in the world willing to actually give up his souls besides the player characters.
Well, I mean, I don't think Gavlan really gives a crap, you know? Like, he seems to be kind of low intelligence anyway.
Yeah, but he keeps going on about how he wants so many soul.
Tyler, wait.
What's up?
Don't...
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
You
Nothing.
don't want to kill both of those. Just so you can shoot
I was just shooting random arrows at him. I knew you'd be down here soon.
Yeah, there's just more of these guys, frightened by the light.
Yep. I said still don't have a high enough stat to really make bows useful yet. At some point, though, I will be using a dragon rider bow. Yeah, dragon rider bow with magically infused arrows.
You know, if you're going for a fast bow, there's the black bow that you get at the castle.
I don't want a fast bow. I want a strong bow, not a fast one.
Okay.
Yes. I don't tend to play fast characters. That's a style I don't really prefer.
Okay, and here we are. Now we can knock down this bridge, and that makes a shortcut right back to the bonfire. And the boss is on that ship.
Oh, by the way, Reaper. This is kind of like a dual stream I'm doing with a buddy of mine named Dachimotsu. If you want to see what's going on his end, you can check him out on Twitch or YouTube, actually, if you want to see what he's doing.
Yep, the name is Dachimotsu. And there should be a link to my YouTube channel on Tyler's Twitch page in the bottom.
Right. I'll put the name down, so if you're interested.
Okay, so this is Carillion of the Fold. This guy will not talk to you at all unless you have at least 10 intelligence, I think. 10?
No, something
So
like
I got my intelligence to 10 specifically so I could speak to him. So let's talk to him now.
I sense power. Very well. From this day, you shall be my new pupil. I am Carillion. Carillion of the Fold. Surely you've heard the name. Now, do not be afraid. Let us explore the limits of sorcery.
Don't go on the boat yet, okay?
Alright.
Okay, and this guy has the ability to reinforce your pyromancy flame even though he's the sorcery teacher. That's kind of interesting. So I'm guessing the two schools must have crossed paths at some point between 1 and 2's history. Kaze, is your mic muted?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I just had nothing to say about that.
Okay, so this guy sells the Spell Quartz Ring. A ring bestowed upon students of a certain standard at the Melfian Magic Academy. Its soul-based quartz increases magic defense. Pyromancer Glocken crafts these replicas, much to the dismay of the conservative Old Guard faculty. What? Conservative Old Guard faculty?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean, probably the people who work for the Old Guard. People who aren't the Knights, probably.
Old Guard is a term normally meaning, like, you know, the people that were there before the last generation, stuff like that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and as for what Dachimitsu is doing for his viewers, it's kind of like a walkthrough. It's more that he's just reading through and listening to all the dialogue so that can all be, what's the word? Cataloged on your channel and your videos, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And, Nizaris? Still don't know how to say his name. I'm just gonna say Niz for now. Niz brings up a good point. There is a character in this game who is Corellian's apprentice, who is your main pyromancy merchant. But it doesn't explain why he took her on as an apprentice in the first place. It seems like he would have to know pyromancy in order to teach it. But he doesn't teach pyromancy at all. He only teaches sorceries. So, I'm still not entirely sure how the two are related. Anyway, clear bluestone ring. A ring that belonged to Fiorenza, the only truly moneyed merchant in Vogan. Shortens spellcasting time. Fiorenza used his riches to buy up trinkets of luxury and rare collectibles, but was ruined after years of excessive debauchery. Isn't the armor merchant in Majula from Vogan?
I'm not sure.
No, wait, no. Or is he from Seldora?
No, he's from Seldora.
Oh, okay, never mind.
All of his armor says he's from Seldora.
Okay. No, I want to buy that. Come on. Amber herbs, twilight herb, which I guess is just a stronger amber herb. A gray herb that grows hidden among the rocky surfaces of tall mountains. There is no end to the scores of people who risk life and limb to forage for this valuable herb, which led to a banning of its harvest in some regions. Oh yeah, and Simpleton's Spice, which is what we were talking about in the last part, the one that lets you lower the intelligence cost for spells. Let's see. A spell demands devotion from its caster, but using this spice makes a chosen spell attainable with 1 less intelligence. Will only work with assistance from a certain person. The spice does not raise one's intelligence, but only obfuscates the requirement. Who is that certain person?
The Iron Keep.
The merchant at the Iron Keep? Okay.
Yeah.
I figured as much. Alright, don't have a pyromancy flame, so can't do that. Soul arrow, great soul arrow, heavy soul arrow, great heavy soul arrow, kind of redundant. Shockwave, which is like a ranged version. It's basically a sorcery version of Emit Force, basically. Soul Spear Barrage, which is like a machine gun. Magic Weapon, and Yearn, which is like oral decoy, I think. Yeah.
It's almost the same symbol, I think.
Maybe. Just speculation, but maybe the pyromancy flame in the ship belongs to Corellian. You still think that he'd sell some pyromancies if he was a pyromancer at all. Anyway, yearn. People regret loss and yearn for what they do not have. Perhaps the name of this sorcery harkens to this irony. Let's see. Magic weapon. Wielding a sword and casting a sorcery are two different things, and some members of the Melfian Magic Academy view these varieties of spells as impure. Soul Spear Barrage. Fires a flurry of soul spears. Inflicts high damage when multiple spears hit. Oh, there's also a spell in the chest? I forgot about that. So, maybe they're his. Who knows? I mean, it does seem like you do need to actually own some kind of physical copy of a spell in order to cast it at all. Kind of like a spell tome. And then when you attune them, you're just memorizing them, like in D&D.
Does that mean attunement is literally just the memory stat?
I guess so.
That makes it so much less, like, mystical to think of it that way. It's just like, yeah, you can memorize stuff better. Oh, okay.
It still doesn't explain how it helps you drink Estus faster.
Actually, it might. Because memory is just, like, electrical current passing between synapses in your body and stuff. So it could be that your muscle memory gets better with it as well.
So attunement is faster thinking.
Yeah?
Huh.
It's just strengthening your body's nervous system, I guess.
Interesting. I guess that's why it also increases agility slightly.
I like how if you push items into the water, it makes a splash.
Good job, Tyler. Good work. You get a sticker for today. Do you want
hey.
Do you want the shiny star or the smiley
Yeah.
face?
It splashed again. Hold on, I'll try to get this one.
Yeah.
There. Oh, yay!
Shockwave. Does not inflict damage but unleashes a large shockwave toppling opponents. Intended to stun opponents and make them vulnerable to attack. Some call this child's play, but for an innovative caster, it is a deadly tool. And then, all the different soul arrows, they don't really say anything particularly special. Nothing lore-wise, anyway.
All I know is I need them.
Yeah, can I talk to him?
The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in
I'm
this
going to
land.
bathroom quick.
It is a fitting place to hone my sorceries. I suspect that I may even conjure up new spells here. Sorcery is yet a mystery even to me. Let us mature together, young pupil.
What were you laughing at?
Response that Reaper made. He said he's just laughing about how about what I said and your guys' reactions. Hey, you want to see something cool? Once you're done.
What?
Come over. Well, watch me. Okay. If I shoot an arrow at that what's that called, a mast or whatever?
Yes.
See that? My arrows actually make it flutter in the wind.
What?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
That doesn't make any sense. It's a little teeny tiny arrow.
Yep, I can make it go into wind. There's a lot of attention to detail in this game, more so than in Dark Souls 1 or 3.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Look what happens. Look what happens when I shoot an arrow over here, Kaze. Just watch. You see that?
Watch the cloth.
Huh.
Yeah, it
Arrows
actually.
make wind.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm gonna talk to Corellian some more.
Use scrolls to unleash the power of sorceries. But the power of each scroll is reliant on that of its owner. The untrained cannot wield a scroll to its proper potential. Never forget, young pupil, there are no shortcuts to mastery. The forces of magic and souls lie dormant in this land. It is a fitting place to hone my sorcery.
Oh wait, you said that already.
suspect sorcery.
Okay, I guess we're done with him. As soon as we beat the boss of this area, he'll move to Majula as well.
One day my teachings will save
Yeah,
you.
I'm not sure if you noticed. Speaking of attention to detail, even though he's a ghost to me, if I swipe like that, I move his cloth physics.
Wow, really?
I can see it on his ghost and in the stream. Like, watch, Tyler. Whoa.
I can do it too. Yeah. Neat.
That's fucking nuts, this game. Okay. Much respect for that.
Okay, well, real quick, before we go on to the ship, there is another item up here that I never grabbed. Yeah, if you keep going past the Pharaoh's Lockstone contraption, down to here, there's an item here. A large soul of a proud knight and 3 small, smooth and silky stones. Also, from here, it's possible, if you're really good at it, to jump on top of that pile of junk and skip to the end of this whole area. You just jump straight there, knock down that bridge, and be done with this place. I failed that time, but you can see how close I got. It is possible. I've done it before.
Make it easier?
What?
Ascetic Majula and buy the butterfly wings from what's his name? Moglin.
Can you get those by asceticing?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
I checked. So that could be an interesting thing to do.
Well, I'm not really interested in asceticing anything until New Game Plus, at least.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get those pretty soon here.
Okay, so...
I wonder if their poison effect would affect you or Tyler when I'm with you.
Hold on. I keep forgetting that this is a thing. Okay, I took off the ring, and now I can summon Lucatiel.
Lucatiel! Lucatiel of Mira.
This will do. Alright. Let's go. Onto the ship. It's boss time. Lucatiel's summon sign used to be in this spot where I'm standing right here. But they moved it, I guess, because I guess they figured it was way too close to the ship.
Those are the kind of improvements that I like to see. Just very little tiny ones.
Also, this ship used to have way stronger enemies on it. Big guys with giant halberds. Oh, like that guy. But there used to be more of them.
They're the jailers. Oh fuck, they do not take a lot of damage, do they? Oh.
Well, not from your guys' weapons. Yeah, but if you look over here, you can see some of the clay... what do you even call these things? They're like clay cages, like cocoons almost, that we'll be seeing a lot in the Lost Bastille. There are even a few hollows trapped inside them. But I think they can even be destroyed. Yep. Pretty easily. That's what you get for making cells out of clay.
Yeah, it seems like it's a terrible idea to do that.
Hey, does the guy down there, like, is he visible from up here or no?
What guy?
The boss.
Oh, no, because he's in a completely enclosed area. Why would he be visible?
There is a grating on top of the ship. It feels like you should be able to see him from here, shouldn't you? Right, Kaze?
Yeah.
A grating?
Yeah. Where
this
is
is the boss arena.
Oh. So it is. Can you see him from up here?
I'm looking and I can't see it. I can't shoot arrows through it, so...
Tell you what. One of you guys stay up here and keep an eye out.
I have binoculars.
Yeah, if you see one of us, like one of our names pop up down there, then, yeah. Otherwise, it's probably just an illusion.
You're saying that he doesn't spawn until until we walk through the fog? I don't know if that's necessarily true, but we're gonna see.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Okay, so do you need me to top you off, Tyler?
Yeah, go ahead.
I only have the one cast of this left, so I might as well.
Right. Okay, good to go.
Okay, now the thing about this boss is that it's got a timed gimmick. You gotta kill him fast or it'll become more difficult. Because the water in here will slowly rise over time. So the Flexile Sentry is this weird thing with two bodies conjoined at the waist.
Okay, you're so much understand what you're saying.
What? I barely understood what you were saying. Can you guys hear me?
You were cracking up like hell. I couldn't hear you at all. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
There.
What?
There. I couldn't hear you, but now I can.
Okay. Anyway, were you able to see us through the grating?
No, I could see you, but not the boss.
Ah, weird.
Now, see what's weird? I looked up. I could see you just fine. Your name and everything, and your character model.
Yes, but I don't know. That's what I guess. For some reason, he's just not visible.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty obvious trick. I mean, it's just a one-sided texture. That's all, right?
I suppose.
Well, no, because you could see me and I could see you guys.
Oh, I guess that, yeah, you're right.
But we can see each other's names through walls. Was it just the names you saw?
No, I saw the models.
Oh.
Yeah, something weird then.
But
a lot of people don't know about this, but yeah, that fight, yeah, the water does rise over time, and
it takes a long time, at least 5 whole minutes, for the water to reach its maximum height. Yeah, but once it's up there, you can barely move at all. But
you guys want to help?
But it doesn't affect the Flexile Sentry's movement at all.
Just so you know, I went back in the stream. None of that audio stuff was happening in the stream itself, so it was just Discord.
I figured.
Okay.
Let me head back to Majula real quick, because I need to use this bone dust.
Well, if I actually keep going, it's gonna be a bit before I hit a bonfire that I can warp back to. So
I don't think it's actually that far away from there.
It's not, but it takes some time. There are items to pick up and a couple enemies to kill. I think the water is still rising. Huh. I thought the water stopped rising as soon as the boss died. But no, it's still going. Huh. So yeah, you come up here, and what's that? It's an oddly dark corner. Okay, and this is the chest, which contains a pyromancy flame and a fireball spell. Awesome. Let's take a look at those. Pyromancy flame. Flame catalyst used by pyromancers. Pyromancers rouse this flame to produce various fire arts. Let's see. The strength of a pyromancer depends on the strength of one's pyromancy flame, which can be improved through reinforcement. Now, in Dark Souls 1, all it took was a teacher and souls to upgrade a pyromancy flame. In this game, it requires a teacher, souls, and items called fire seeds. So, they did that in order to limit the speed at which your pyromancy flame could be upgraded. Because you can get an ascended +5 pyromancy flame like right away in Dark Souls 1. Get that maxed out.
1 second. Goodbye, Reaper. I'll catch you off later. At some point I'll play Monster Hunter World. Don't know when that's going to happen, but I'll catch you later if I do. Continue.
Okay, and the fireball spell. Creates a fireball that is hurled at foes. The rest of that's just mechanical stuff. Okay, then we examine this thing. Don't really know what it is. Some kind of switch. Which makes the bell ring, and then makes the ship just kind of sail off on its own. No one at the helm. Does the ship even have a helm?
Go ship. And yes, it does have a helm. There's a ship wheel at the top.
I don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, it's there.
But, you know, it must
This is
be...
where the jailer was.
It must be... Well, no, it couldn't be where the jailer was, because the jailer was standing at the front of the ship where the bowsprit was.
No, he wasn't. There was
No,
a
he was
Randy
in the back. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yes, that's how it was, man.
then the ship just sailed backwards.
I think the cutscene turns it around.
Anyway, yeah, so this is the most annoying thing about this ship, is that once you get here, you somehow manage to get off of it, and then there's no way to get back onto the ship at all. You cannot go back to the No Man's Wharf this way. It's a one-way trip. But if you warp back to No Man's Wharf, then the ship will be there, and you can ride it here again. We are at the Lost Bastille. The bottom of it, that is. So yeah, the Lost Bastille is a weird place. There's two different ways to reach it. And you do have to reach it. It's a mandatory location if you're actually going after the 4 Lord Souls. But you can pick either route. You don't have to do both. Varangian armor. Okay, then we come to this elevator, which there's a neat trick to this elevator, which I'll be showing you. Yeah, so you look forward and there's a cave right above where the Varangian sailors were hanging out, which that's the only place they hang out. That's like their hideout down there. I don't understand how it could be their hideout, because there's no more Varangian sailors anywhere else in the Bastille. It's like, they don't go beyond that point. It's weird. Hurrah for pointless. Yeah, so the way that this trick works is you have to run into the cage, hit the switch, and then get out before the gate closes. And then you get on top of the elevator as it goes down. Like so. Then you just keep walking into this wall, and eventually you'll get into the cave. I don't think this reward is anything special though, but it's really easy to get. A scimitar and a repair powder.
Yeah, not great.
Well, it's great if you love the scimitar. Yeah, but really though, entering the Lost Bastille from the Forest of Lost... Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on, what's that area called again? It's called the Forest of Lost Giants, right?
Fallen.
Forest of Fallen Giants?
Yeah,
that's
okay.
right.
I don't know why I couldn't remember the name of that place for a second.
Your brain just went...
Anyway, yeah, the reason you probably want to enter from the Forest of Fallen Giants is because... common fruit. Not only do you get the Dull Ember, which you want for pretty much any build, but it's also just the easier route to take. I mean, going this way lets you skip a boss, but it also makes a lot of great opportunities unavailable to you, including a covenant that you can use to farm chunks.
Right.
Yeah, so this is as far as we'll be going. I just wanted to come here in order to get the pyromancy flame and hit this bonfire. Okay, I am going back to No Man's Wharf now. You want me to put my big sign down?
Sure. Whichever. I already did part of it. Mostly we're just going to be killing out all the enemies so I can go pick up the pickups. With my pickups.
Okay. Were you planning on activating the Pharaoh's contraption?
I mean, probably, yeah. I'll do that. I have a lockstone, I think. Yeah, I have a lockstone. I can do it.
Yeah. And don't forget to nullify the human effigy effect after you beat a boss. Maybe I have to put my sign back down, since I just nullified it.
That's probably correct.
Oh. Also, equipping the name and grid ring would probably help a lot. There we go.
What the?
What the what?
Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, that's just natural. Okay. I was striking the bonfire with a torch, and I saw it like go up in flames a little brighter. I thought like maybe that was doing something to it, but it wasn't. It was just the effect of you hitting things with the torch. Okay.
Right, so is Kaze here already?
No, I don't know where Kaze is.
Sign's down.
Really, I haven't been able to see it. Put it down again.
Okay.
And make sure you nullify the effect if you haven't. Oh no, we haven't about to fight your boss yet. Forget it.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, I just got this item called Common Fruit. A spotted fruit that temporarily boosts poison resist. This common fruit has no taste, but when facing a true test of metal, its benefits can make the difference between life and death.
You can go ahead. You don't have to wait for me.
Okay.
There you are.
I've sadly lost use of my fancy staff for a while.
Why is that?
I respect since I didn't need that much faith right now.
I already killed all the enemies up there.
Oh. I don't know which enemies you've killed, so I was just double checking.
I've killed all the enemies at the bottom and on the second tier.
Yeah.
I already talked to Lucatiel.
Hello, Mr. Torchman.
Sorry, Kaze. You can continue.
Yeah, I respect and got rid of all my faith for now since I'm not using it for anything. But that also means I can't use that staff, so I had to go back to the sorcerer staff.
Okay.
But now I have 30 fucking int, which is, you know, nice. Did that motherfucker try to backstab me?
Well, they can.
Yeah, Tyler, like, knocked him out of it. He saved me.
That's kind of a surprise for me.
Okay, I'm gonna hide over here in the corner for a second, guys. I need to rearrange my armor. A lot.
A lot. Alright.
Used to be an adventurer like me till he took a soul arrow to the knee. You're
Okay,
welcome.
there we go. Okay, so you activated the lockstone contraption, so we really don't need that torch hollow following us around anymore, right?
No, you can kill him.
Yeah, he kind of gets in the way.
Also, thank you for the bit, Banana Man 110106. Are you a robot, Banana Man?
I've disposed of our friend.
Banana Man?
Is that the name of that hollow now?
It's Banana Man.
Banana Man?
Hey, ask him when his movie is coming out.
He gave me 3 more bits and just said no.
The best response. No.
Peel the power.
But seriously, welcome to the stream, Banana Man.
I've always been fond of the banana people. You have such colorful hairs. Hey, I wonder what's in this. Oh my god.
How rhythmic.
I like whenever I start. What the hell did I just? Oh, hello, asshole. Where did you come from?
Thank you for the follow, Banana Man. For some reason, my follow. Oh, there goes. Follow alert ran. Nice.
Yeah, it's late. It's late for some reason.
My I still like my follow animation. How it's Kirby and giving a high five to Ribbon. Yay, Ribbon!
Yeah, this room, like this spot right here, is where Gavilan used to stand. So every time you wanted to come back here without killing the boss, you had to fight your way past all those monsters. That message here, wheel, but not here.
Oh shit!
Oh! I thought it was gonna be a poison.
No, it's random.
You're right. I just didn't dodge in the right direction.
I got shot in the fucking back.
Wondrous, absolutely
You
wondrous.
asshole.
Anyway,
No, that was brilliant.
We killed.
my sign's back down.
Ah.
Hi, Kulahan. Welcome to the stream.
Kulahan, Kurahan,
Kurahan.
Kurahan.
Sounds Celtic.
Well, it's definitely not Japanese, even though I'm pronouncing it like a Japanese word. It's kind of a habit.
Oh, I played this new Game Boy game recently because I've been working on a lot of retro achievements recently. So I was playing Booby Boys on the Game Boy.
Fucking what?
It's a really fun game. It's basically top-down load runner. It's really fun. But it's called Booby Boys. And the reason it's called Booby Boys is because it's about setting booby traps. So that's why Booby Boys.
Okay, I have to ask.
Yeah.
It's a Russian name, they say.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to ask though. When did booby become slang for tit anyway? Because, you know, you'd think they would never call them booby traps if that was the thing first.
Most answers when it comes to language is that something happened with the conversion from Latin to other languages. So.
Oh, shit, this part of the pier breaks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I fell through.
Is your sign back down, Kaze?
Yeah.
Strange, I have not seen it yet.
Yeah, because you gotta be careful, just like in Dark Souls 1, you cannot swim. You sink like a rock. What the hell, dude? Come on. That was weird. No, I'm dead. I'm dead. There was no way for me to get out of that. I was perfectly stun locked. The attacks were like...
Found it. It's a, English tends to pick up words from immigrants that they end up just over time becoming more and more mispronounced.
Yeah.
That's how booby came around, because booby was first, and then boob came after. Booby is a bastardization pronunciation of the German word bubby for teat.
Okay.
Okay. So, they thought it was pronounced booby at first glance.
No, it's likely they were just trying to copy, because German was a huge language in America, like fucking massive before World War II. So it's likely just over time the pronunciation changed because, you know, immigrants would be speaking with native-born Americans, and that causes language changes.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm still waiting for the enraging day when I come across a fictional character named Sammy the Samurai.
Why?
Because the only reason that name works is because of the incorrect pronunciation of samurai.
I mean, it's a pretty widespread mispronunciation.
I know.
Why was Clifford so big?
Radiation.
He had gigantism disorder. Elephantitis.
Of the everything?
Yes.
Elephantitis of the everything to a degree that made him 3 stories tall?
It wasn't 3 stories, more like 2 stories.
Okay,
you know what, Pete?
So it's a 3-foot tall fucking dog. Gigantism, huh? You know, it's every day that you have dogs that end up being twice as tall as elephants.
Jeez. What's up with this guy's combo? He just will not stop attacking.
He's power stancing.
No, we have not played throughout the whole game yet. We're taking our time, Banana Man. Going through stuff kind of slowly, listening to the dialogue. At least Peach is, or Dachimotsu.
Yeah.
So really,
unless you mean whether or not we've actually played the game before, in which case we played the shit out of this game before.
Oh, okay.
Never on camera.
Yeah, if that's what you're saying, then yeah, we have played through this game multiple times before on our own.
Oh yeah, I've clocked in. Hold on, let me check.
Do we want to head up so you can get that chest that murdered you, Tyler?
Yeah, I'm heading back up.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
I have 464 total hours in Scholar of the First Sin.
And of course, that doesn't include any of the hours we had in the original version on the 360.
Right.
I
would add another.
I didn't play Dark Souls 2 on the 360.
Didn't?
No, I first played it on the PS3.
Oh.
Well, thank you for that information, Man. If we ever need to know where the traps are, which we kind of already know anyway, we'll ask you though. Oh. Honestly, it's great the kind of community this game brings about with people. Reminds me of the days of like people playing the original Legend of Zelda and like sharing secrets and stuff.
Hi, I'm a Teddy.
So much. I'm a Teddy.
I have the highest soul memory of the group. I'm at 360,000. And that's just because I grind way too much. What the? That was weird. Why can't I swing? Oh, there we go. That was so
Traps reset if they kill you? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay, we're good to go.
Oh, hello, you're back. Oh, he can break that wall. Okay, hi. He's dead.
Well, the walls are just destructible. All they had to do was the weakest attack and they blow up.
What jackasses?
Why does donkey translate to jackass?
Actually, that is another case of
Language bastardization?
Yeah, a little bit. Because ass is the word for donkey, like the main one. That might be you know what that might be? I haven't looked up the etymology, so don't quote me on this. But that might be another case of why we get the same reason we have 2 different names for, beef and cow. You know what that is, don't you?
Two different words for beef and cow.
Well, how most like meats have a different name for the meat itself compared to the animal it comes from. Like venison from deer, mutton from sheep,
pork for pig.
Yeah.
The chicken's the only one, huh? And turkey.
Poultry.
Wait, is it just a poultry thing?
But the what all of that comes from is at a time where, if I'm not mistaken, a slightly French-based like group of people were taking over. I think the Saxons were taking over the Angles, or however you say their name, or something along that. Like one group of people was asserting dominance over another people in the same area, and for, you know, fancy people who wanted to seem important, they were having mutton and beef and, you know, pork. But to commoners, they were just eating cow and pig. So it was like a class thing.
Okay, Tyler, you should probably open this shortcut in here.
Alright. Lots of poison stuff.
What?
What motherfucker just shot me? You.
Yeah, that guy by the Pharaoh's contraption. Tyler, unlock the shortcut so I can go kill those guys.
Okay, unlocking it now. Let me through. Thank you. Go ahead. I want to sell some things.
You don't really need to worry about them, by the way.
No, okay, if you say so.
Is there anything I can upgrade to on,
I wonder if we can knock the bridge down.
I don't know.
Yeah, I keep the binoculars on at all times now, so I could just snipe.
Well, I can actually use the scimitar, actually. It's 5 points weaker than the rapier, though.
We can't knock it down? No, Tyler has to knock this down.
What do you get if you kill Goblin?
I don't know what he drops.
I don't think he drops anything, actually. Or something that's, like, completely not worth it.
I think maybe he drops the Ring of Giants. And that's it?
Let's see. Lonesome Goblin. The Great Axe. Game of Great Axe.
Okay.
Yeah. It's really not worth killing him. I mean, he's one of the most useful NPCs in the whole game.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
what about killing this this guy up here?
Carillion?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, why do you want to kill all the NPCs so immediately? You know how that always turns out for you.
Look. Hear me out on this. It's one thing I don't do much, so I'd like to experiment with how like what kind of stuff I can get early that way. That's all.
I'm looking up Carillion now.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Northern Ritual Band, +1.
Okay.
Which I'm assuming just affects sorceries.
Spell uses.
So in general? Okay.
Yeah. It'll give you an extra 20%. What the fuck? Hello.
What happened?
A Varangian that came from fucking nowhere just backstabbed me.
No, there was the Varangian sailor that was hanging off the edge of the dock over by Lucatil's summon sign.
I guess he walked over?
How the hell did I attack like that? What the...
I'll come back and get you. Yeah, but we were talking about Govlon and the wizard dude there. So we were talking about Banana Man. But Banana Man
Carillion and Goblin.
Goblin. Yeah, Carillion. Yes. Carillion's a sick name, by the way.
Sick name, bruh.
So, if sick names are good, does that mean names like Florence are considered healthy?
Yes, that is the best way I could think of to describe the name Florence, actually. It's
Actually,
healthy sounding.
Banana Man just wrote, they give you a lot of souls. Also, you need to kill the guy who is the guy sitting on the rock. Kill the guy who is the guy sitting on the rock.
Kill the guy who is the guy sitting on the rock.
No, see, kill the guy who is the guy sitting on the rock.
It's strangely poetic.
You have to kill the NPC that is the guy sitting on the rock. God damn it.
Which is the guy sitting sitting on the rock?
I don't fucking know. Is that Carillion? Because I think he sits on the rock at Majula, don't he?
I know that there is a Titan Knight salesman who sits on the rock in Majula once she moves there. I already killed the guys up here.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but let me look around the ship.
Come up here with me. Come up here with me. It's right up here. Is where the captain's wheel is.
Okay, so that's the back of the ship.
Yes.
Okay. You good?
In the cutscene, it just turns around.
Oh yeah, there's the bowsprit, right there. Huh.
Yeah.
I always thought that since it sails off in that direction, then that was the front of the ship.
Like I said, I think it turns around in the cutscene.
Oh, were you gonna summon Lucatiel?
Oh, I probably should. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta take off the name engraved ring in order to see your sign.
Yeah, she's up top.
It's back on the docks.
Oh, I'm going. I'm putting some different rings. That's all.
Probably should too. Claranthi ring, you'll be useful.
Let me take a look at some of my stuff. Have I picked up anything new or special that I can read?
Because I was messing around with because I bought all the stuff from. Don't tell me. Sick name, bro, and I was equipping everything that I got from him.
You couldn't even remember the name.
Carillion.
There you go.
Wait, you bought everything from Carillion?
Yeah.
How many souls did you have?
70,000. It's enough for everything.
Jeez.
I mean, the items in this game are incredibly cheap compared to what they used to be in Dark Souls 1. I mean, the rings were only 2,000 apiece.
Hold on. I want to read this real quick, because I realize I haven't read it yet. Ring of Binding, an unusual ring of unknown origin. Alas, this ring will not make you human. What is lost is not easily retrieved. Lucatiel? Lucatiel, okay.
Alright, I'm ready to go. Are you guys ready?
I just saw him and she's like, get the fuck out my way!
I'm going.
Alright.
Yeah, but the Flexile Sentry... What?
She wouldn't let me in. Lucatiel cut in line, she wouldn't let me in.
And the NPCs tend to do that. Yeah, but the Flexile Sentry isn't that hard. If you solo the Flexile Sentry, it'll really give you a good idea of what his attack patterns are. And then he'll be really easy from that point forward. Except in this area later on, called the Sinner's Rise. That one is really annoying, because the water there slows you down.
I like the design of the Flexile Sentry. Just very interesting idea having him split where he is.
There we go.
Yeah, so how far to the to a bonfire at the place anyway? Can I just go, or?
You walk through that door, you climb a ladder, you'll find a chest with the pyromancy flame and fireball. Pick that up first. Examine the thingy that's next to it, and it will take you to the bottom of the Lost Bastille. Fight a couple of Varangian sailors, ride the elevator up. The bonfire will be in a cell on your left.
Okay. Also, apparently the NPC Banana Man was talking about was Ben-Hurt.
Ben-Hurt?
Yeah.
You gotta kill Ben-Hurt.
I don't know. Maybe he dropped something special.
He does. He drops his weapon. I'll say that much.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the ship does turn around in the cutscene. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know how it turns. Well, actually, no. Actually, I do know how ships turn around in place. They lower anchor and then just let the wind take it. Yeah, that's. I actually learned something from Sea of Thieves.
Okay, so Kaze, we're doing you next, right?
Yep.
So, it wasn't until, what was it? Was it Bloodborne or Dark Souls 3 that introduced the ability to, like, have items in a special, separate hotbar?
That was Bloodborne that started that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can access it by using the touchpad on the PS4 controller.
Yeah. That way you didn't have to have your summon sign in your actual item slot bar all the time. Okay. Dark Souls 2 apparently also did not have the feature that let you hold down the down button in order to automatically revert to the first item.
No, I think Dark Souls 3 introduced that.
Which I didn't even know it had that. I didn't know that was a thing until we played Dark Souls Remastered.
Shit.
What?
You died, didn't you?
Yeah, I died. In the stupidest way possible.
What did you do?
I set the elevator up because I forgot that it that you didn't go below it at that point. You had to get to the top first. No, I tried to push the lever to bring the elevator back down and actually rolled into the water and died.
Oh, Tyler.
Yes, so...
You realize what that means.
What's that mean?
It means that not... First you have to fight your way back to the ship, and then you have to, you know, ride the boat again.
I'm already back at the ship. Just run past everybody.
It's not hard to get to the ship.
It used to be more difficult, because there used to be jailers, more jailers on the boat.
Yeah, because actually, the way the route is now, you don't have to fight any. Like, no one even really bothers you on the way to the ship. So, yeah.
So, how much of this area have you done so far, Kaze?
I haven't unlocked any shortcuts, so not much.
Have you spoken to Lucatiel?
Yes. That's about as far as I've gotten.
I should be a movie trailer speaker. Everyone's always complimenting my voice. Even though I make so many mistakes. I wonder how many of those mistakes people notice.
Probably not much. I don't notice you making many mistakes ever.
Sometimes I skip whole syllables.
Yeah, I don't really ever notice. Honestly, it's true. You know, you are your own worst critic. I mean, I'm dealing with that right now with my, with my current job and everything. I'm starting to learn pretty quickly that. Well, how do I put it? Most people are not worried about the mistakes you're making because they're worried about making their own mistakes. That's the best way to put it. Seriously, like, people don't really care.
people
is the
aren't
best way to
as
put it.
critical of others as they are of themselves.
Right, exactly, right.
Unless
Right.
those mistakes like are like actually inconveniencing them,
Right.
they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. And then there's all those immature assholes who think that anything that uses a specific thing, like a genre or a trope, is automatically bad and deserves a negative review.
What's going on? There we go. I lost my controller for a second.
Here's something else I should also bring up to you, because people need to learn this. Everyone does. The internet is not the same as real life. You know,
Yeah.
and people are going to act a lot stupider on the internet than they are in real life.
Yeah. And
I'm dead.
anonymity. Oh.
I missed and I died.
I just think it's about time people started, you know, life is not the internet, and we need to stop treating it like it is.
You mean the internet is not life, right?
Vice versa, it's the same either way. It's just a lot of people are so obsessed with the internet and spend so much time on it that they forget how real human interaction works. And
What's going on? I keep losing my controller. It just turns off my ability to do anything.
Why does Gatorade G2 taste like normal Gatorade? I wouldn't know.
That is my kind of question, and the answer to that is because Gatorade G2, the only difference between it and the standard formulation of Gatorade, I think, don't quote me on it, I believe it just has, it has more vitamins in it. I think it's the only difference. So its actual taste is not affected by anything, so it tastes just like regular Gatorade. Yeah.
I'm not drinking Double Dew, I'm drinking Diet Double Dew. It has half the sugar and calories as regular Double Dew.
I love that joke. That is one of my favorites.
What's that from?
It's from South Park.
I don't know.
There are moments where South Park is really funny, and that's one of the examples.
I don't know what you're talking about. South Park is funny all the time.
It's not always funny, but it all comes down to preference. But I do think there are moments where it is really, really funny.
Is your sign done, PJ?
Yes.
Oh, I just saw it. How about you, Tyler?
I'm almost to the bonfire.
Okay. No worries. We're being pretty mellow right now.
Right. So, but you said you do have a bit of an interview tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I have an interview up at JJ's Lighthouse.
Yeah, so are we actually going to be postponing our Dark Souls or no?
We don't have to postpone anything tomorrow.
Okay.
But I do have to go to China Walk for training on Thursday. And that goes from 11 to 4. I don't know what my hours are going to be on Friday.
Okay. I don't know, I think it's pretty awesome that things are going that way for you right at the moment.
Kaze, did you... Yeah, it looks like you did. Okay.
Okay, my sign is down at the bonfire.
I will go grab it. But yeah, Thursday you probably shouldn't need to post or like not play anyway, because you'll be, unless you have to go in really early on Friday.
Well, it's China Walk. They don't open till 11.
Oh, so yeah, probably. Uh-oh, somehow. Okay, I almost walked off an edge because my game froze. But yeah, really, it probably won't ever get in the way of your streaming, will it? Also, is your ring on, Tyler?
It's not.
Okay.
Let me put it on. I was thinking about what kind of spells I wanted to attune. Mira.
What?
Wait, no, wait.
Hanleth.
Hanleth. Fuck. Hanleth.
Man, that's one snipey archer. Gotta hide all the way over here. Yeah, there's no deities on here named Mira. What were you looking at?
Stupidity. I was looking at stupidity.
I just found a player shade. Think I should summon him?
Sure, why not? Muia?
Wow. Wow. Okay.
It's a hell of a fucking name, right?
Yeah, but you see what I mean, right? This one lurker came really far out of the building and didn't, you know, cower back into it. He's not afraid of the light. He just, doesn't like to go too far from the building. Why are all the things on Shark Week filmed 2 weeks before Shark Week? What the hell is Shark Week? What are you talking about?
You don't know what Shark Week is?
Okay, let's answer the question instead. Shark Week is a special on, what is it, the Discovery Channel? Yeah, where they talk about sharks for a week, and they just, you know, talk about them. The different shows and specials.
Oh, wait. Is that why that game called Shark Simulator just came out?
Maybe.
Do you guys know about Shark Simulator?
No.
It's Goat Simulator, but it's a GTA clone where you play as a floppy shark.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You can backstab these things? Weird.
Yeah, you can. I almost did it earlier and I just kept failing.
Man, Wee is almost completely blacked out. How much do these things, like, reduce that timer?
I guess by a lot.
Man, Magic Weapon has a really long timer in this game compared to the first one.
Okay.
I like how the Magic Weapon color is almost identical to my face's color.
Well, that dude was with us for 2.5 minutes.
Tyler.
What? What's wrong?
I was gonna say you should probably get into a position that would make you safe against the arrow trap.
I was.
Okay.
Want to drop some heals?
Oh, just come down here. I'll get you.
Hold on, there's an item over here. Tattered cloth rope. Nice. Yep.
Also, when we get back up here, I want one of you guys to try something. Preferably Tyler, since he actually has a bow.
Yeah, what's that?
I want you to try shooting the bell instead of having Kaze pull the lever.
So shoot the bell?
Shoot the bell.
Okay.
Shoot the bell.
Wait, what bell?
The bell above the lever.
Oh, okay.
Yep, and that summons the boat.
What?
And you can
Really?
do that. I was talking about this earlier, Tyler.
Oh, okay. Alright.
It's some you don't. This is what speedrunners do. When they get here,
Sorry.
When they get here, they basically find a position somewhere down the ground where they can see the bell, and they hit it from there. And then they do the jump to get over to where the bridge is.
Well, Banana Man, it really makes me feel great that you're asking me if this is my full-time job, because if I'm pulling off that sort of impression, that's fantastic. But no, this is not my full-time job.
I wish this was my full-time job. But I have yet to get a single donation from this. Although I did get one new $1 patron.
I've gotten a total of $2 worth of donations since I've ran this. I made someone's life really great, though. I was looking through for new streamers on Twitch last night, and that's how I met, shit. I said his name earlier. It was, the dude who showed up in the beginning. I told you his name? Hold on. I gotta check the name again. Sorry.
What?
Hold on.
How are you not dead?
Pompous Windbag. Yeah, Pompous Windbag. He was a new streamer. I met him or whatever. I went to his stream. I asked him, okay, so why should I be watching you? He made a funny joke, and I was like, okay. And then I donated him $20. So, yeah. I made his day really great.
Oh, Tyler, did we not get the Sublime Bone Dust for you?
Oh, I did. I got it.
You got it?
That's in the it's in the wall, right?
Yeah, in here.
Yeah.
I don't remember coming in here for anyone but my character.
Oh, come on. For some reason, my freaking rapier couldn't hit the fucking lizard. Sorry.
Did we kill it?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah. Because I was just gonna come in here. I was gonna just stab him a few times and be over with it, but I couldn't hit him. Why is that a thing?
I forgot to double hand my sword, so it took a few hits. Normally, it would only take one.
God, there's so many items in this place.
No, it's really hidden and guarded by all that poison.
Hey, fragrant branch.
But if you're wondering what my full-time job is, Banana Man, I work as a salesman for an ethanol supplier company. I have one of the best bosses in the world, though, who's really been helping me out, and it's been wonderful having him as a boss. In fact, we had a talk this afternoon just about like my current position in the company and the sort of stuff he wants to teach me and crap. It's actually pretty cool. He's a wonderful guy. And I made the joke before about how he has like the most generic name in history.
John Smith?
I wish it was John Smith because it'd be even better, but it's Jeff Smith.
Damn. That is really fucking close.
Yeah.
It's probably maybe number 3 or 4 on the list of generic English names. Number 1 is John Smith. Number 2 would probably be Bob Smith. And number 3 would probably be like Dave Smith.
Though technically, the most generic name would be John or Jane Doe.
Boy, isn't the most common name in the world like
Muhammad?
Isn't it like Muhammad? Yeah, Muhammad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most common first name, but it's only because of like statistics stuff.
I guess so. Yeah. Why are you attacking it?
Isn't that how you do it?
No.
Just examine it.
Yeah. You're just like getting it. But you might as well talk to Wizard Bro. Unless you haven't done that already.
Don't forget Internet Explorer. 12-year-olds were regularly allowed to get married and stuff way back a few centuries ago. That was just considered normal at the time. It's not like John Smith was a pedophile or anything.
John Smith has a lot of other things that he should be in trouble for. Besides that,
like what? I'm not familiar with these. Like what?
Unless I'm mixing him up with somebody else, I might be mixing him up with Christopher Columbus. Because Christopher Columbus was what? Yeah, because Christopher Columbus was a pretty terrible person.
Columbus was essentially the Hitler of his day.
I don't know about that.
But wasn't the lower marriage and all that mostly just due to the fact that people just lived less years? So, like,
it was partially that, and it was partially the prevalence of religion and how seriously it was taken.
Okay.
Even now, in some places of the world, like even in parts of America, child marriage is legal because of religious reasons.
Okay.
It's pretty fucked up. That's one of those reasons why I just kind of unabashedly despise religion as a concept.
Even independent religions that are actually, good.
There are very few of those. Well, because the problem with independent religions, though, is that really that just comes down to just most of them always have the same mantra, which is just be a smart and good person, which you can do without a religion.
Yeah.
Oh,
hello. I forgot there was an enemy here.
I mean, as much as I enjoy, for example, the stuff that Buddhists Buddhists do in terms of that. Which one of the reasons why I actually enjoy Buddhism so much is because of the fact that like they're aware that their god is not a god, and I just find that very interesting. You know?
Yeah.
It's like he was just a dude.
Buddha was just a guy, a very friendly guy with some very realistic perspectives on life.
Exactly.
But who also believed in reincarnation, which is really it's kind of an iffy thing, because scientifically speaking, a form of reincarnation is possible.
Well, I mean, reincarnation or whatever you want to believe in that regard, I mean, it's fine. Honestly, I would accept reincarnation over just the way that, like, Christianity kind of explains it.
Yeah.
So are you summoning Lucatiel?
Might as well. Come to us, Lucatiel.
I mean, I'm not even a person who unabashedly hates religion like, you know, Kaze does. I mean, it's more that I'm more just on the fence of the fact that, like, there's just too much evidence pointing against it to really make it a viable system for me to really have any faith in. You know? That's really all it is.
Well, that's why it's called faith, though.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I get it. I get it.
I'm not a person who is capable of expressing faith. I have to have evidence in every aspect of my life.
Oh, that reminds me of this hilarious character that I was telling Tyler about, based on that very concept.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a character who literally does not believe in anything that he has not seen in person, physical evidence for it. Like, at all. Like, someone will be screaming, "My house is on fire!" And he'll just be standing with his arms crossed and saying, "Maybe." And then after a while, in whatever story he's from, someone will ask, "What things do you believe?" And he'll say, "I believe that water is 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen, and that the earth is lumpy."
I mean, both things are true.
Oh, he's coming for me, goddammit. And he jumps far.
I am out of spells.
All I have is force.
One of the...
So I can't use that.
Just recently, I seen this kind of quote from Mr. Rogers that was pretty awesome. He was talking about his mom, and he was talking about how his mother always told him that when he watches like a terrible event happening on the news on TV, his mom always told him to look for the helpers, because there will always be helpers in every situation.
That's one of the best pieces of advice he ever gave.
Well,
look for
because
the people helping.
Right, yeah, because if that's the kind of household he grew up in, like that shows just how good of a person he really was, you know. And oh god, that's amazing to hear, though. I also love that one thing we blogged earlier, Kaze, about human beings being cute.
I love the concept of like what aliens might actually think of humans, or if they interacted with humans, and how weird we might be if aliens are real. And there's a ton of blogs dedicated to that. Like, there's one blog that just asserts that Earth is space Australia.
No, I like the one because it was a huge list of just like little funny things that they would see us doing and view as cute, like you would a pet or an animal.
Yeah.
And one of them, I think my favorite one was the one about like sometimes they will go to sit around in another creature's nest, not to live there, just to enjoy the company.
Just to visit.
Just to visit. Yeah, that's it. Just to visit. You know.
My humans will sometimes say ow when they hit themselves, but aren't sure if they're hurt yet.
You know?
You know how many fucking times I've done that? I feel so called out by that single one.
Like, or how kids scream, "Stop touching me," when they're not being touched and they're just being pointed at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I finally have an Estus Flask +1. And I believe that only goes up to +7, just like it did in Dark Souls 1. So I have a lot more Sublime Bone Dust to find.
Yeah.
Yep, so this is a good spot to end the stream. We completed Haynes Tower of Flame and No Man's Wharf today.
Oh, yeah, because I have a business call to make at 8 o'clock in the morning sharp, so I do have to get out of here.
Yeah, the next stream is going to focus entirely on the Lost Bastille. It is an enormous place with a couple of small places attached to it. And we're probably going to be spending the whole stream there. We might not even complete it tomorrow. Yeah, but that's going to be tomorrow, so we'll see y'all back here at the same time. What were you going to say, Kaze?
I was going to say, the Bastille is a bit of a nightmare place the first time through.
Yeah, but it feels kind of like a final dungeon, you know? You went through the Forest of Fallen Giants, or Haynes Tower of Flame and No Man's Wharf, and then you top it off with the Lost Bastille, and at the very end of all of that is going to be the first of the 4 lords that you're expected to fight.
And boys, there's some lore with that one.
Oh yeah, lots of lore.
Also, well, before I go, I actually wanted to discuss something maybe even before we go out from being live. So right now, the way my stats are laid out, I've got 10 Vigor, 10 Endurance, 10 Vitality, 20 Attunement, 20 Dex, 20 Intelligence, 10 Adaptability, and 4 Faith and 7 Strength. Do you think it's worth for me to get my Strength to 10, or should I just leave it at 7, like, since it's my base number?
I got all of my stats to at least 10, just so that I would be able to, you know, wield more stuff and actually be somewhat viable and around every instance, and then I'm just focusing on my main stats.
Okay.
Because I have 10 Vigor, Endurance, I'm going to be raising both of those later, 10 Dex, and 10 Int. Those two I'm probably not going to raise. Attunement is currently 13. Vitality, Strength, and Adaptability are all 20, and I just got my Faith to 22, so now I can finally cast Lightning Spear.
Nice.
Which, last thing real quick, PJ, what is your soul memory?
386,000.
Jesus, we jumped hardcore.
Well, I'm at 264,000. I will try to spend an hour or two just getting my soul memory up. Peach, try not to get too much more, though, if you don't mind.
I'm not going to play as this character at all until we play tomorrow night. Actually, before I end the stream. Let me go turn my stats.
Tyler.
Yeah.
Just get yourself above 270 and you'll hit the next tier.
Okay.
But yeah, PJ, you can go quite a ways before we would lose Tyler if he hits that tier.
Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Banana Man, it was great. Thank you for the follow. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks a lot. See ya. Bye.
Yeah. I'm not ending my stream just yet. I forgot I still want to turn on all of my stones. So let me do that real quick.
Yeah, PJ, you could get up to...
Give it smooth.
Oh, let me see, hold on. 500,000 if you wanted to. And you'd still be able to play with Tyler.
Really?
If
Wow.
he gets above 270.
Okay.
Oh, also. Go ahead.
I was just going to mention that you gotta make sure not to drop these stones in stacks, because they'll only give you 1 item per drop. Anything that you drop in a stack is considered 1 drop. So you gotta make sure to drop them all 1 at a time. That's all I want to say.
Correction, actually. You can drop a stack. They actually won't take them anymore.
Oh,
I don't know if that was an update.
They just won't take
They
the stack?
won't take them.
Okay.
No, they won't take the stack, yeah.
Okay, let's see what I got. Magic Stone, awesome. Cracked Blue Eye Orb. Demon's Great Hammer. Soul of a Lost Undead. Cracked Red Eye Orb. Crimson Water. Titanite Chunk, awesome. Faint Stone. And another Old Whip. Okay, I got more stones to drop though. Got 20 more.
Tyler, I'm still constantly astonished by how loudly you can tap your controller.
Me too.
Really?
It's very annoying during cutscenes. That's why I ask you to mute it.
Like, right now, it is, like, seriously thunderously loud. I literally am incapable of making my controller make the same noise. I do not have the ability. You are literally inhuman.
So that sound right there, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's just me hitting the A button.
Yeah, either your mic is just way overly sensitive or you were slapping that button. Yeah. That was loud. That was really loud.
Yeah, but like even if I do it softly, it's still just as loud.
Yeah, but you're intending to do it softly now though, right?
And no, it's not just as loud.
Oh, okay.
It's like a tenth of the volume.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's super quiet. It might not sound like much of a difference to you, but it's all the difference to us.
And yet, the noise that I'm always most surprised by is how you somehow manage to make noise with your analog stick. I can't do that. Like, unless I go, like really hard, but I can't imagine trying to play doing that. You astonish me.
Now, see, because the thing is, if I get like my PS4 controller out, like the button is like a lot quieter on that. Like even if I press it hard, a lot quieter.
It's still kind of clicky for us.
Oh, good, I got an old whip.
Please
It's
don't.
bad. It's bad because I like clicky. Clicky tells me it's working, and it's like, you know, it's a mechanical button and it feels great. But I understand it's an issue for you guys, and I'm trying to be more aware of it. It's just not something that I have much control over.
I mean, even when I'm by myself and not recording, I still like to have a silent controller.
I don't.
I do too.
It's the same way. It's the same way I love keyboards being big and clicky and loud.
I fucking hate mechanical keyboards so much. Like, I
They
want
are-
one because they are better. I just hate that they're so fucking noisy.
It took me a long time to get used to my new keyboard. I mean, I've had this computer for almost a full year. In fact, my birthday is in a week and a half, and that's when I got this computer. It was last year on my birthday. And I'm still getting used to this keyboard because of how big the keys are. I'm used to laptop keyboards where the keys are flat, easier to hit. Yeah, but how many of these do I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a pale stone. I have a lot of different infusion stones. Or imbuement stone. I don't know what you want to call them. But yeah, these are for all the different upgrade paths. Let's see, Old Mundane Stone is, let's see, people do not look favorably on the banal, but sometimes even the most mundane of objects can cast things in a pleasant light. The Old Mundane Stone puts a weapon on the, well, it makes a weapon Ra. Now, if you remember Ra from Dark Souls 1, Ra was pretty awful in Dark Souls 1. Basically, it removed all scaling from a weapon in order to just make its base damage higher. But no matter what, a Ra weapon would never be as strong as a plus 15 standard weapon, no matter what your stats were. And you couldn't even enchant those. Dark Souls 2 made Ra way better. Now they made it so that Ra weapons do still scale, but they scale with your lowest stat. So they're really good for like max level builds where everything is already maxed, or characters that just try to level up everything equally. Because the scaling, I'm sure, is pretty high on raw weapons. I wouldn't know, I've never tried it. I did try to make an equal stats build once, and it was very difficult.
You're wrong. That's not what it does.
It's not?
Raw removes all scaling.
In Dark Souls 2?
Yeah. What you were thinking of was mundane.
Yeah, it's mundane, not raw.
Wait, mundane is different from raw?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There is a raw stone. Oh, okay. Never mind. Forget
Raw's pretty garbage stone.
Because if you were trying to upgrade raw, then that would explain why you were having so much trouble. Because you weren't getting the scaling at all.
Well, actually, I never actually made any imbued weapons in that build. Anyway, so yeah, mundane. Just replace everything I just said about raw with mundane. Mundane is what I meant.
You can get some obscenely powerful builds if you play it right with mundane.
Yeah, so magic stone. Let's see. Use on weapon to convert wielder's intelligence into attack. Yeah, I read that earlier. Oh, but there's also the Faint Stone, used to imbue weapons with magic. Basically, these are the magic and enchanted paths from Dark Souls 1. One adds magic damage, one adds intelligence scaling. Still not entirely sure how they compare to one another, effectiveness-wise. Fire Drake Stone just adds fire damage. Poison Stone makes the weapon poisonous. Bleed Stone makes it cause bleed. Now, don't get the wrong idea, you can't use any stone on any weapon. The game won't let you. Certain weapons are only compatible with certain stones. Yeah, but that's it. I'm also missing lightning, which is from bolt stones, but you can just buy those from Targray. Those are some of the easiest ascension stones to get.
Question.
Yeah?
You were saying there was something about magic and enchanted?
Yeah.
What were the stones?
Faint Stone and Magic Stone.
Weirdly enough, Faint Stone is magic and magic is enchanted.
That makes... What?
Oh.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Let's see. What magic does is it reduces physical damage by 30.5%, adds base magic damage, adds initial C magic scaling, and reduce the strength and dex scaling by 1 to 2 letters. If added to a weapon that does non-physical damage other than magic without having been infused, reduces all other base damage types by a smaller percentage. Let's see. Yeah. Does it add... I don't think it adds in scaling, because I think Enchanted does that, doesn't it? Yeah, that's the difference. Magic is just for magic damage, and you can get in scaling off of Enchanted.
That is what I said.
Oh, it is? I thought you said you didn't know. Okay.
Also, on Chrono.gg right now, you can get the Darksiders franchise pack, which includes Darksiders Remastered and Darksiders 2 Definitive for $4.99. If anyone's interested. Okay, I'm done.
That was the most loud silence.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, that's enough for now. Yep, so that's it for the stream. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, but
See you
guys, I
tomorrow.
gotta get out of here. Oh.